disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in every one of you. Disappointed in
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it, man.
I'm disappointed in everyone.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
He just killed a little fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing. Lobito! Got nothing.
I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA boxing.
What's happening, family? I'm not sure if the YouTube's working. Just come onto the chat and the video's not playing. So, Butcho, check that out with quickly. Not sure if the YouTube's playing. So, but yeah, we're live now, guys. What's happening? Happy Boxing Day to all the BDA family. Been the best Christmas for me. Just been to see my dad. I think he's on his last days. Cancer. So yeah, not the best Christmas for me, but it is what it is. Life goes on, I suppose. Got a boxing show. Got Nesmatic in the chat. We've got Blues Boxing. Foul Pole. Speed. Look at this. Says I'm choppy. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Been a fan since the coalition. Fucking hell, Nez. You are going back some years. Don't even know what them guys are doing. Not spoke to one of them. I don't listen to the boxing coalition, so I know they're still about, but I couldn't tell you what they were doing. Omar Ali says Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, boys. You're okay, Stu? Says Nez. Yeah. Must be foul pole with the chop. Blues Boxing says in and out. What are we on about in? Check back on it. Chat. That right, here we go. Here you got Liverpool versus Leicester. I'm gonna have to go Liverpool with that one. I'm not sure. Is football on now then? I didn't know if the Leicester game was on.
No,
I'll have to watch that in the back.
Manchester United was playing Newcastle, and that's the one I saw. I think that was the last one. And it should have ended by now, so. Manchester, they suck, man.
Well, they won today, though, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, but Newcastle, I mean, they're fucking garbage too, right?
Yeah.
But they were like tied 1-1. And then they started. Rashford, this guy is overrated. Let's be
I think
honest.
so too. Apparently they're playing right now.
Still, yeah. What's the score now? Like 6-1 or something like that?
Let me have a look.
Mr. E says breaking. Am I breaking up or only Stu? Because if we're both breaking up, well, I'm asking. I'm gonna see Because if we're both breaking up, then it's an issue from my end. Guys, am I breaking up? Is Pucho breaking up?
I think all the fights are on Amazon, aren't they? Prime. I've got the code for that as well. I just haven't put it in because I've only not long been in. So yeah, that must be all the matches on Amazon.
Amazon? What the hell?
Prime are showing them. My brother was telling me, give me a code
Code.
to watch it.
I got it on the zone here in Canada. The best.
Oh, do you
the
get
best.
the football, do you?
Yeah.
That's all right then, isn't it? I bet that the zone's worth it, really, isn't it?
Yo, in Canada, it's the best thing ever, man. I get the English Premier League, the Championship, all the lower leagues. I don't really watch that, right? And then you get Italian League.
Oh, do you get that as well, do you?
Yeah, MLS, and that's it. Well, I get the Japanese League. I don't even watch that. I don't know who watches that. It's at fucking 2 a.m. or something. Then I get NFL, which I don't really watch. Major League Baseball. You get a lot of stuff, man. I understand, like in the US, you only get the boxing, you get Bellator, and darts. That's it. Oh, and Major League Baseball, I think you get in the United States, but that's it. But in other countries, you get a lot with the zone, and it's worth it, man. I paid like 150 years, so 150 years, $150 a year, and that's very cheap if you divide it by month. Oh, it says Leicester versus Liverpool. It's about to start. Got a notification.
Yeah, well, I've looked at all the channels and I can't see it. It's got fucking Reading QPR on Sky Sport. Like I want to watch that.
Let me see. Let me check the schedule. Liverpool, Leicester City, 3 p.m. So it's starting right now. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what channel that's on. It's on Amazon. I'm not fucking around with that.
What do you mean Amazon? You have to pay for it?
Later. Huh?
You have to pay for a single match?
Well, no. I think Amazon Prime is showing every game live, and my brother said something about it. I've got Amazon, but he gave me this code for it, and you put that code in, and I don't know.
What the fuck?
I've been I've been seeing my dad today, so I haven't been able to see any football.
Well, where are they playing? Leicester.
Huh?
Where are they playing? Liverpool and Leicester.
I'm not sure. That's what I'm
Leicester
saying.
versus Liverpool, so they're at home.
Yeah,
I don't know. Leicester.
Yeah,
they played like shit against Manchester City. So
Man
I don't
City
know.
are hard. Man City are hard team to play against, though. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Man City are a hard team to play against, though.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm saying. I mean, they're still number 2, I think. But the gap is widening. It's like Liverpool. You're gonna take it. It's gonna be boring. God damn it, it's gonna be boring. But it's just gonna be interesting trying to figure out who the top 4 are gonna be. I know Sheffield United are up there. What the fuck? How did they manage? And who else is a surprise? Or Leicester. Arsenal. Yeah.
Just take control. Take control of the show. I've just got to send a message out quickly.
All right.
This evening.
All right, people. Let me check the chat. All right. You can do it, Corky in the chat says he's a Spurs fan. I'm gonna kick you out now. Kills Sorland, the cokehead says MIS is trash. Who's MIS? I don't know these terms. I'm not from England. Let's see. I wish I had soccer on the zone. American, the zone kind of sucks. Yeah, that's true. That's what I was saying. I mean, you get darts. Who the hell watches darts in the United States or North America? And then you get Bellator. Okay. and boxing. That's it. Oh, in Major League Baseball, but I don't know how many games you get with that. I can hear myself in these headphones. It's annoying. I can't speak properly, man. My tongue gets all tied up. Nesmatic says, "What boxing do we have this week? Gamboa versus Davis. There's also Jean Pascal against Badu Jack. Interesting fight." Foul Ball Boxing says the auto sounds like there is a bad noise cancellation feature being used. All right, hold on. And that's probably it. Testing. Is this better? Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Maybe this is going to be better. Testing, testing. SSB 28. Bucho, what team do you support? In the English Premier League, I guess Arsenal. But like people say, oh Arsenal, they started making jokes and shit. But I'm not from England, so it's not like I, have a fucking Arsenal tattoo on my ass or some shit like that. Like it's if I watch the English Premier League, I'll support Arsenal. You know what I mean? But I don't fucking live in London or anything. I have like another team, which is the Montreal Impact. That's on with the MLS. The new coach is Thierry Henry, by the way. I don't think it's gonna last, but ticket sales went way up, so we'll see. And then my Mexican team is Monterrey, who played Liverpool in the World Cup of Clubs in the semifinal. Did pretty good. I thought they were gonna get trashed. They were playing Liverpool, obviously, and I mean they lost by one goal in the 90th plus minute. So that was pretty. I think that was a good performance by Monterrey. Yeah, Chalino Sanchez. Yeah, Monterrey, not Tigres. Tigres is the rival team from the same city. Oh, is Stu back? Because I took my headphones. I can't talk with these headphones on, man. But anyways, I did made some changes over here, so I don't know if that sounds better. You guys, let me know if it still sounds weird. What else? Let me just check. All right. Yeah. Chalino Sanchez says American versus Monterrey today. I think you made a typo. America. Yeah, that's the final. It's today, yeah. What else? All right. By the way, guys, update on what's happening here. Mr. BDA will be hosting some shows, not today, probably tomorrow. He has a cold or something, so we had to postpone some of the shows. We'll be doing several shows. One show, Fighter of the Year, and I think when we do the Fighter of the Year award, no, for Events of the Year award, because it's not only Fighter of the Year that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Fight of the Year, what else? The Knockout of the Year, the usual. But also, we're going to be doing another show, which is going to be called Events of the Decade. So that's going to be also very interesting. And don't forget, guys, we have a vote going on right now. If you go to the BDA YouTube page, you go to the community section. You have videos, playlist, and then you have community. Go over there. There are several polls that have been opened. And so we're voting for the BDA Awards, Best Panelist, Best BDA Feud. We had like Precise against Gypsy Boxing Style. We have Stu against the Chat. That's an ongoing feud that I don't think will ever end. G Boogie against Hancho or Honcho. Anyways, so that's another poll, and then we have another one which is called what the hell is it called? Oh yeah, color of the year. I think Vinnie Mac is taking that one, but it can all change if you guys vote. So go vote and don't let Vinnie Mac win. All right, we cannot let him win. Best color of the year award. And I think I'm gonna be adding a few more, and then we will be announcing the winners on a special BDA show. So don't forget to vote, guys, so you can make a change. Yeah, voting works. Apology Man says, "Yo, you know who it is, and you know where I am." That's right. I think I sent you an invite. Stu will be joining us very soon. He's just, I don't know, I think he's taking a phone call. Somebody asked for the second Renaissance. The second Renaissance will be coming, and will be coming in a sort of like biblical fashion. It's gonna be amazing. All right, guys, you have to just wait a little bit. We're setting everything up. We don't want just, we don't want to just start a second Renaissance show like, oh, I feel like doing a show today. I turned on fucking second Renaissance, and we don't have any topics. We didn't do any research, and we start rambling on, and then we don't even talk about what we wrote in the title of the fucking video. We stray away into other topics, which is interesting, and we will do shows like that. We are like, there's not really any topics, and we just talk about whatever. However, we do want to keep some sort of structure when it comes to the second Renaissance. So that's gonna be coming up soon. All right. The Shepherd Song says coming next year. Yeah, January. We're already on the 26th, so you guys can wait and be patient. But it is happening. All right. That channel is gonna go supernova. So stay tuned. Also, if you guys have any topics that you want to talk about on the second Renaissance, let us know. We might create a second Renaissance group chat on Discord so we can stay in touch, and you guys can tell us which topics you want to talk about. But it's gonna be great, man. You guys know we have a lot of interesting people in the panel, in the chat. It's gonna be fucking funny as hell. So, yep, send us your ideas. We're open to any ideas, any topics. We're gonna make this interesting. St. Brit says Champagne Supernova. I don't know, is that a brand or something? I don't know what the hell that is. The Quack says the duck is the best color by a country mile. Yeah. He is the best, the most knowledgeable caller. But I think the question here is, which is a little vague, obviously, who's the best caller? And some people are taking into account the entertainment factor that is taken or that is provided by some of these scholars. And Vinnie Mac does provide some funny content. St. Brit says Champagne Supernova. Yeah, I read that. It's a song, says Mark. Okay. Foul Ball Box says Oasis. Ah. Super Song says shut up Bay Area. Cholino Sanchez, I guess that's Bay Area, says second Renaissance about AIDS. All right. We're going to have to kick you out, man. Little timeout. So, like Stu says, and, think about what you said, go have a smoke. Anyways, I'm pretty sure Stu, when he comes back, he's going to start timing out a lot of you guys. So, don't be surprised. SSB28 says, can you guys talk about stuff that is going to happen in the future for the second Renaissance? Start off the new decade with predictions. Like, you mean predictions of what's going to happen in 2020? Guess we could do that. You know what? Maybe we can also do this for BDA boxing. Our prediction. No, you know what? We should do a show on wish list. Like, which fights do you want to see in 2020? Also, we can mix something in there, like which fights won't happen in 2020, because maybe that's easier to predict, because it's boxing, full of disappointments, full of politics. So we kind of already have an idea of which fights will not be taking place next year. St. Brit says, I thought this was the Stu show instead of listening to a Mexican. Well, listen, I don't know where Stu is. I'm gonna have to leave later, so that's why I talked to Stu, and Stu's like, "Yeah, I'll host." Well, actually, I proposed it because he likes to host, so said, "Sure." Big Steve Edith says Stu went to watch the game. He ain't coming back. I mean, probably. It's true, huh? It says the Stu show and everything. Imagine like somebody shows up and he's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I don't like hosting shows. I suck at hosting shows, and that's not my strong point here. So bear with me, people. Bear with me. All right, hold on. Where's where's the chat? All right. SSB28 says, Bucho, did you go Boxing Day shopping? Fuck that shit, man. Listen, there's nothing on sale. It's fucking bullshit. They just want you to. They want your ass on the like shopping center. You go there, then there's nothing, and then they hope that you're gonna end up buying whatever because you're already there. Not happening, man. There's nothing on sale, man. And then you have like Black Friday over here in Canada too. It sucks. It's shit. It's not like in the US. Subash Kunwar says, "Yo, Irish Johnny." All right. GB Boxing says, "Stu's busy on the job with a bracer." Oh, Saint Brit deleted his message. What did he say? He's regretting what he wrote. Unbelievable. Yeah, by the way, if you just got here, Stu will be joining us very soon. He just had to take care of some business. Saint Brit says Stu loves the fame. He loves the Hollywood. What's it called? He likes the paparazzis. Unraveled Boxing Talking News says, I'm Irish Johnny. We look alike. Is that so? I don't even know what you look like, man. SSB28 says, Stu got a booty call. The Shepherd Son says, Brit might get timed out. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, there we have the host of the show. Follow Paul Walken says, in Canada, isn't Black Friday a celebration of cockery? It probably is. Everything here is that. SSB28 said, how was the food you were cooking the other day? Oh, the turkey. That was pretty good. Pretty good. It wasn't that bad. No, actually, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, man. We managed to get that turkey done. I love turkey. All right, Stu, are you there? Oh.
Yeah, I'm here, mate.
All right. Yeah, I'm just reading some comments in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this chat up.
Perfect. I'm gonna leave later on. So just letting you know that at some point I'm gonna say bye. Sound like a retard. Sorry, mentally challenged. All right. By the way, people, tomorrow. No, sorry, tomorrow. Wait, what day? I'm confused now. We're on Thursday. No, Friday, Saturday. We got the fights going. Tank Davis against Gamboa. Fight of the year. Anything can happen in that fight. No, I'm joking. But the Shipper Son says, damn, Butch's reading improved a lot. I know, huh? Took some lessons. Unlike Floyd. Subash says Canada still celebrates Queen's birthday. Yes, we do. That old hag. By the way, I think Prince William and his wife, they celebrated Christmas here in Canada. It was like a secret location or something. But I live in Quebec, so they don't like the Queen over here. Because they're all French. You know, they always say that if Quebec separates, if they get their independence, they're gonna remove the Queen from all the money, the coins, the dollar bills, and it's gonna be replaced by Celine Dion. It's gonna be the new Queen of Quebec.
Tired, man. Mentally drained. Fucking emotionally drained.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I mean, that must be hard,
You need
man.
to snap out of it. Need to get back into need to get into frame of mind, a boxing frame. And fucking never anything to talk about worth decent talk about in boxing.
I know it's dry right now.
Two bob sport for scutters. We're all scutters, and it's a two bob sport.
Mm. Yeah, I mean,
Not even a Boxing Day fight for fuck.
well, listen, it's gonna pick up. This is a problem with boxing right now. Like, it's we're dependent on good fights. We need to get a big fight so we can, you know, talk about it. Talk about something. What are we gonna break down? Are we really gonna break down Tank Davis against Gamboa? Are we really gonna do that? People are gonna be bored. But anyways, we have Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder coming up soon, relatively soon. But that's gonna be great. That's gonna be great, 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 great. That's why we're also creating the second Renaissance channel. 'Cause in that channel will never end. Like, the topics will never end. Talk about whatever, man. Current events, past events, get the future events. But anyways, right now boxing, yeah, you're right. There's not really that much, but that doesn't mean that we cannot have an entertaining show. Body Ace says Canada is a colony. It's not a colony anymore, man. Technically it is. I'm pretty sure there's still ties to the fucking British because, sorry, Stu, but it's true. You have like Trudeau. Like, every time you have a prime minister that comes into like fucking power, him and his whole cabinet have to like knee and in front of the queen, even though the queen's not there. They have like the governor general, which is like the representative of the queen, and everybody has to kneel down in front of her or something. I find that pretty like weird. Like, 'cause Canadians always say like, we're not a colony anymore, which is bullshit. It's complete bullshit. And I think the royal family has a lot of investments in Canada. St. Brit says, Bucho, the thumbnail are prejudiced towards the British. We are not all drunk hooligans. Yes, you are. You're a drunk hooligan, St. Brit. I know you. You can do it, Corky. And after the French completely take Quebec, they will promptly import 2 million African and Muslim refugees. It's already happening, man. Now, Quebec, they need to...
French are fucking French. I mean, everything about the French has just got surrender written all over them. You've only got to look at the fucking French national football team, man. There's not a fucking original French guy in there. They're all Africans. They're all fucking... They can't even fucking muster Griezmann. That's about it. They can't even muster a fucking footballer amongst themselves. Useless.
Are you saying England, the British Empire, didn't profit from...
Listen, mate, it don't matter. Listen, I'm not on about colour either before one of you fucking whiny little bastards get your fucking tampon in a twist. I'm talking about these guys are fresh off the boat from Africa, refugees. Playing for France.
No,
at least our players were born in fucking England.
No, that's true. But what I'm saying is, I mean, Britain also profited from its colonies, right? And this is what France is doing. These are all their players.
I'm not on about colonies. I'm just on about the French in general. Fucking hell. I mean, look, the Germans were in Paris after about 2 weeks. I mean, they really put up a fight. They did. Look at the size of France, and they folded like a pack of cards. Like General Patton said, I'd rather have a fucking German army in front of me than a French. No, a German army in front of me than a French one behind me. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about the French.
Yeah.
And let's surrender. Like I said, they're surrendering to Islam as we speak, mate. That fucking place.
But what about Napoleon?
What about him? He's a little French midget. What about him?
No, what I mean, he did like conquer most of Europe.
Yeah. Listen, you don't have to be big and strong. It's all about the brains, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
It's not even numbers. It's about... Back then, it was all about brains. I think the British see, the people got the idea when the British just went there and with a boatload of people and just fucking went in there like fucking gladiator style and took everyone out. It don't work like that. You obviously have to bribe your way in, and then you start getting tribes against tribes. You start, you basically divide and conquer. That's the tactics behind the empire sort of thing. That's all it is. It's not like the British were better fighters or anything. Just turning up and doing fucking King Arthur shit. It wasn't that at all. It was just they were smart. They had money and technology to offer, and that's how they'll get their way in. And then they'll basically put the tribes against each other. Before you know it, they're running things. That's how. It's always the smartest people that take charge in the end, and that's what I say. Not the biggest and the strongest. That's why the mafia. When you see the mafia, look at some of these mafia bosses like Nicky Scarfo. Look how small he was. Carlo Gambino. These guys are tiny, frail men, but
Floyd Mayweather.
Because they'd send the big lumps to fucking sort you out, sort of thing.
Floyd Mayweather.
What about him? I know.
He's not the tallest.
I said smart. What were you mentioning?
He's
Floyd
not the tall. He's a
Floyd's
smart businessman. He's a savvy
yeah,
businessman.
Yeah, boxing wise, I don't think he's smart when it comes to anything else. I think to boxing, making money out of boxing, yeah, but he's been in it long enough. He knows the game, and he was in it a lucky time really in his career.
Was he smart? Do you think?
What?
I
think the time suited him. Let's be real. I think after De La Hoya, he filled a gap, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? And there was no one really else. I don't know. I think Floyd tried to do what he did then. I don't know. I'm not sure if it worked as well as it has.
Yeah, the timing was right.
It was.
That's what somebody.
And he was catching a lot of these big names, weren't he, at the end of their careers and stuff.
Good point. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, you might have a good plan, but if you don't have the opportunity to implement that plan, then forget about it, right? And he was there at the right time. Good point. I never thought about that. Yeah, it's true because Floyd wouldn't have worked in this era. Well, I mean, the era. It's not like like Floyd was fighting 30 years ago, but you know what I mean. Like in this environment, he wouldn't have made it, man. His style was boring, and he had, like you said, he had several boxers to fight. Like he had De La Hoya, he had like other Latin boxers. He had some.
So, like I said, Gatti there as well. Gatti, who had a
Gatti.
big following and was easy to beat when you could box. So that fights like that. Then you had like Fernando Vargas and people like that. And it just there was a lot of guys there that were big names, but at the end of their career, and he sort of like
mostly
made a name of it.
Yes, exactly. And so are we being too harsh on some of these welterweights? For example, I'm talking about the welterweights because that was where Floyd kind of made the most money and everything. Are we being too harsh on these current welterweight boxers? Like, oh, why aren't they superstars and blah blah blah? Maybe they don't have.
None of them have that superstar power, though, really, do they? I mean, at least with Floyd got you watching him because you just want him to get knocked out. But it's still a skill. Getting people to want to pay to see you get knocked out. That's a skill in itself. So that's what Floyd had. And with all the showboating and all the fucking strippers in the 24/7, makes people want to tune in. These guys, they've got no character. Look at Spence, fucking Balsawood. Look at Terence Crawford. I mean, fucking dull as dishwater, isn't he? I mean, he could talk a fucking glass eye to sleep. Terence Crawford could.
All right, so you want to blame the? Yeah, I guess some of the blame has to go to the boxers, but can we blame also the politics that are involved right now that prevents certain fights from happening? So it's not necessarily the boxers' fault that they're not superstars.
Well, like I said, it's a bit of both, really.
Yeah.
It's, you've got to have something about you still. I think you've got to be an exciting fighter these days as well. I don't think the Floyd brand's going to wash anymore. I don't think people are going to buy that shit. Like I said, it's skilled boxing. It's skilled boxing, but the entertainment levels are very low.
And the thing about Floyd was that he was boring and everything, but he had that and that's what made him popular, and something that people wanted to go and see because this guy he's invincible. You know, he's boring. Yes, he's boring, but he's invincible. Who's gonna beat this? Who's gonna beat him? Who's gonna decipher? Remember that what was it? The what was he calling it? The Da Vinci Code or some shit. Anyways, he was like some sort of fucking puzzle that nobody could fucking break. If Floyd would have had a one loss, trust me, it would have been over, man. He was relying on being this undefeated guy, This guy that nobody could beat. If he would have gotten one loss, it's fucking over. And he knew it. And that's why he fucking Floyd, that's why he said that he had nightmares about him losing a fight. Like he would wake up sweating and everything because he had a nightmare where he actually lost a fight. He knew he was a fucking fraud. Let's be honest, man. When you're that afraid to lose, and by the way, don't you think that you would cherry pick when like your whole career is based on that zero? So you know how important that zero is. Of course, you're gonna start cherry picking, because or else you're gonna start losing money. You don't want to lose money now, do you? Especially from a guy who calls himself money. So he did everything in his power to protect that O. He wasn't about legacy. He was about the money, and his name fucking says it. If you can't see that, goddamn it, you're blind. You see, he was a fraud. He was a fraud. But now, oh, you hate Floyd. You're gonna come with the racial attacks, all that bullshit. Because you know what I'm saying is true. He was a fraud. Takes a year off, goes to WWE. Who does that? Seriously. And he knew all along that he was gonna come back. He knew he was gonna come back. He wasn't gonna stay retired at what, 29, 30 or some shit like that? 30 years old, I think he was. Anyways, kind of ranting over here.
Just fucking him and Pacquiao set boxing back, man, with that fight.
Yeah. I mean, we get that fight in
I'm
2015.
saying we all sit here and fucking criticise Floyd because half of them on here fucking
Now listen, Floyd, I mean
half of them
Pacquiao, yeah.
still got Manny's dick in their mouths. They just don't like to fucking say anything bad about the guy. But let's be real, he played a major part in that shit fest that basically set boxing back 3 or 4 years, maybe more, or 5 years. I mean, it took a while for it to fucking. It needed Joshua really to, and Canelo really to sort of get it back on the fucking map, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just dying. That's down to what Pacquiao and Floyd put on that show. Yes, Manny Pacquiao was injured, you could tell that, but still don't matter. Don't matter. Don't fight there, because I'd have rather him not turned up on the night than fight like he did.
The fight was boring. Boring. And that fight for sure hurt boxing. For sure, because I remember people who never even watch boxing talking about this fight and asking me questions, and I was telling them, who both boxers were and why they didn't fight because of the politics, blah blah blah. But people were interested in boxing. They were asking questions. They were getting involved, basically. And then the fight happened, and what a fucking shit fest that was. That hurt boxing. People after that were like, "Well, this is boxing? Is this what people are talking? This is the biggest fight that the sport of boxing can provide?"
Yeah, that's it. That was it, man. I actually enjoyed the Floyd McGregor fight more. I mean, how embarrassing is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that I agree with you.
It was more exciting. All right, it was a freak show, but I like freak shows now and again. I mean, all you boxing purists, how did that go when you saw Manny and fucking Floyd throwing about 7 punches each around? It was dreadful to watch. Absolutely disgraceful. When you've got women on your Facebook page fucking saying what a pussy Floyd Mayweather is, I mean, do you wonder why boxing was fucking paying for it? Women that didn't really watch boxing, I don't like that Floyd, he's a fucking coward, running and holding. They don't know nothing about boxing. They could see what was happening. Manny was dreadful and all. Let's not let him escape all the fucking criticism. He was dreadful. When he hurt Floyd Mayweather, what did he do? Back off and did nothing for about 30, 40 seconds.
You know what he should have done? Complained about the excessive clinching. I was frustrated. I was like, man, go. I know it was Skinny Bayless. I know it was.
I heard the rumor. Well, I'm not saying it's true. So before any of you lot get fucking, before you go home and take it out on your missus or something when she comes round, because I said something that's not true. At the end of the day, I heard that Manny Pacquiao took a briefcase off Floyd Mayweather with money in it. In other words, this is after the fight, by the way. In other words, Manny threw the fight. Got offered money to throw the fight. Say an extra 30 million or something.
Hmm.
Now That was a rumor that was going around.
Well, that's like saying,
Manny,
yeah.
someone inside that knew. I can't remember now. It's a while now because obviously that fight's been a while now, hasn't it? So I can't remember exactly who it was, but they were saying that
When have you seen
Manny
Floyd fight
met
like
Manny
that?
met Floyd in an airport, in a secret private jet, and Manny was passed a briefcase from Floyd's team, and there was money in it, and they was thinking the rumor was around $30 million, $30 million, and
I
it
mean,
made
it's
sense.
possible.
Floyd would pay Manny an extra $30 million to keep his own because
Well,
he went on
exactly.
to, huh?
No, you're right. You're right. He would have paid 30 million to keep his soul because that got him a McGregor fight later on.
Manny, listen, Manny's in it. I told you, Manny he's not in it for the legacy anymore. Manny's in it for money. Man, he didn't care about losing that Floyd Mayweather fight. That didn't hurt him. If that was Manny Pacquiao of old, he'd have won that fight for a start. But he'd have really took that loss in a bad way. He didn't give a fuck. Why did he back off when he was hurting the guy? He got Floyd to the ropes, hurt him, rocked him to his boots, and backed off. Who does that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Floyd Mayweather's not a Vander Holyfield. When he's hurt, he's going to come back swinging with big bombs. He's not going to do that. All right, he's a good puncher and he's a crisp puncher, clean as well.
Yeah.
But he's not going to do. Yeah, Manny. Listen, I'm not saying it's true. So before any of you lot say, I'm saying Manny threw the fight, but wouldn't surprise me. And like I said, the rumor was Manny was offered an extra 30 million to do it. Manny was at the time skin. He's got no O to protect. Fucking hell, lost 4 or 5 fights, and if not more. So why not? He's in it for money now, and at $30 million, I mean that's on top of what he already made. So I think he made fucking what did he make? What did he make? About 80, 90 million that day, didn't he?
I think so.
And then you stick an extra 30 on that because I think Floyd made about 200 million. I think.
No. What? No, he made
Yeah, he
100
did.
something.
Floyd made 200 million in that fight. Trust me.
Oh, fucking no. Well, if he did, then listen. That's why both fighters are like were smiling after the fight, hugging each other.
Yeah.
Like, why is
Yeah,
Pacquiao
exactly.
even like? Hold on. Well, you know what? Pacquiao should have been pissed off. Let's say he actually had his arm, he had a shoulder injury, whatever. After the fight, he should have been pissed off and been like, fuck, if my shoulder would have worked, I could have done much more. I'm so disappointed. It was the fight of my career. Nah, both guys are smiling and chilling and hugging. It's like, I don't know, man. It didn't feel like they were both in there to try and make history or anything.
No, terrible. For the money.
Foulball Boxer says Floyd made almost 400 million.
Conor McGregor and Floyd, mate, they were sitting there doing all that in the press conference and then backstage sitting in the same room, fucking having a brandy together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like those politicians that you see that.
Hey, Butcho, send Mark a link, please, for me.
Where is he?
Yeah, you got Mark on Skype. Or shall I send him?
No.
Shall I send him that link you sent me?
Yeah, that works. Send him the link.
All right. You carry on then when I do.
All right. Well, anyways, what was he saying? Yeah, both are smiling. They didn't give a fuck. Joe Lopez says they were smiling because all they made of the fans. Of course. I don't know. I would just, if Pacquiao had an injury, which he might have, the surgery and everything, but I don't know. I didn't feel that killer instinct. Didn't after the fight. He should have been like, I want that rematch. But then again, maybe he didn't want to talk about the shoulder immediately. Guys, remind me, when did Pacquiao make it public that the whole shoulder injury? How long did it take after the fight for him to announce this, or for this info to leak? Because that's very important. Benjamin Franklin says, you reaching guys. Well, maybe. Listen, I don't know what the hell happened that day. I can tell you what I saw. It was a boring fight. Pacquiao had Floyd on the ropes, backed off. And then it was a clinch fest. And I think Pacquiao should have complained Even though Kenny Bayless was in the whole thing, right? He was gonna favor Floyd. Still, I would have liked to see him complain about, look, listen, this guy's clinching excessively. This is ridiculous. And then what I also saw in that fight was both guys smiling and hugging after they didn't do shit. After that fight where they didn't do shit. St. Britt says press conference, wasn't it? I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. Still waiting for Mark. Benjamin
I
Franklin
keep
says,
getting these fucking.
yeah.
Because I've got a newish phone, I keep getting these fucking notifications, giving me these like corny music videos, like this kiddie. How do I stop all that, man? I want to watch some fucking. This is a corny kiddies music video.
Settings. Go to settings. Apps. You have an iPhone or an Android? I don't know. Go to your settings.
Yeah, man. I keep getting notifications of this fucking garbage music.
I turn everything
man.
off.
I don't listen to today's music. If you want to look in my fucking cabinet, my music cabinet, you'll see classics. You'll see albums that have. Wow, they'll be classics to the day I die. Do you know what I mean? Old school. They don't make music like they used to. I mean,
No.
I'm versatile as it comes, right? Fucking, I like blues. I like fucking a little bit of rock. I like fucking jazz. I tell you what, I do like New Orleans soul. I like New Orleans soul.
Oh, yeah,
I like country music. Oh, mate, fucking, I like funky house. I like drum and bass. I'm versatile. But this new stuff, man, what a load of fucking bollocks.
I don't even know who these are. I don't even know who these
them
celebrities
rappers are trash.
Man.
Just me. Them rappers, they still can't live with the guys that were coming up in the 90s, man. They can't live with them. Some of them probably lyrical-wise can handle their own, but Drake's terrible, man. How can anyone like Drake? If I was listening to Drake while I'm driving around in the car, especially with the shit I got going on in my life right now, I'd do a Tyson Fury and smash it, an Errol Spencer and smash it. I would. Can't listen to Drake, man. How can anyone listen to Drake? Sorry, I went on a music rant there.
No, but it's true, man. It's music sucks now, and like I don't even know who these guys are. I know Drake. That's it. Then I start confusing, like, because I don't know what they really look like, and then the names, and I start confusing all these supposed artists. They're not artists, man. And then you got the mumble rap, which is one of the worst things ever created.
Shit, absolute fucking dog shit. It is. How can I mean? You gotta be a right twat. Can you imagine picking up a girl on a date and you playing that in your car as you're picking her up? She must think, what a fucking arsehole.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's gonna help. Yeah.
When music mattered, the 80s stuff, bit of Luther Vandross, Billy Ocean, fucking them sort of guys, bit of Eric Clapton on the guitar. You know, even a bit of Janis Joplin, the Beatles, anything, the proper bands. It's fucking garbage that we're playing today.
Takashi69 says SSB28. Yeah.
Never heard one of his songs in my life.
Me neither. I know who he is because we made fun of him, but man, I've never listened to him. And now their faces.
Richard Mark's greatest hits. Orca Mustang said I got Richard Mark's greatest hits.
And can I just say something? You know, when like there's always trends, obviously, you know, as the older you get, you will start talking about the old days and back in my days, you know, people didn't dress like this, people didn't dress like that. I get it. You know, we all went through fucking phases.
My daughter, she's very into. She's her 90s are her favourite era. She wishes she was around when me and her mum were out raving during the 90s. The fucking best decade. So and the 80s. I like the 80s, but I thought the 90s for me was the ultimate decade to grow up in. I mean, if any of you guys, I mean, some of you guys would have probably missed it. A lot of you are millennials, didn't you? But it was a tremendous fucking decade to grow up in, especially with the music and the rave scenes.
Yeah,
the sort of, you know what I mean.
The drugs.
Take a pill and,
the drugs.
Oh yeah, the drug scene. It was just no one was getting drunk and glassing people and stabbing people on the streets. Just wasn't happening. And I tell you what, right?
Yeah.
Racism. I mean, they say about racism how racism got worse, if anything. Because when I was younger, we've got people from all over the world living where we lived, and there was no really beef, but we all got on. It's just the media have built up this frenzy, and obviously the way the world is now, racism talked about everything, and then that's when you're starting to see it. But back then, yeah, just
Exactly.
everyone.
No, it's true. Now it's like you notice.
Stormzy said Stu is a racist. Well, fuck Stormzy anyway.
I was gonna say, listen, back in the days, whatever that thing
Stormzy's a
is.
backup dancer, isn't it, Bucks?
Listen,
Backup
the
dancer.
fact that people are tattooing their faces. I mean, come on, we got a problem on our hands over here. Who the hell does that, man? Who's gonna hire somebody that's tattooing their face? I mean, this is insane, man. You can't compare this crazy generation with the past.
See,
It's
I
just
actually like a bit of dancehall as well. That's what I'm saying. I like good music. I like a bit of Movado and people like
Yes,
that.
Steve. Yes, Steve.
I like Movado, Beanie Man, and so who else do I like?
Apology's gonna say
Is it
no.
What? What's his name?
no, what's his name? Oh man, Adonis, is it? Adonis? I like him as well.
What about Vibes?
Vibes Cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking. I had all his tunes in it. The Clark's tune, I used to like that. You know. Do you know the one he did with Lisa Hype? I like that one. Apology.
Who the hell's apology, man?
I
Oh,
know
he muted.
he came in and
Anyways,
then just gone again.
and
Ain't he?
it's apology was born in like the late '90s, so I want to hear his take on all. We're kind of shitting on his generation. Uh,
Apology's the One Direction generation, isn't he?
I think so, man. Man,
Atomic Kitten.
apology
Atomic
man
Hello?
says,
Kitten. And One
You
yeah,
got hear me?
yeah. Why are you saying that Stu is secretly black? Because of the music he likes?
Because yeah, no, it was kind of a like offhand joke.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I tell you what. I tell you what. Apology. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
I also used to like all the old school as well. Can it Sanchez and all them? Can you remember them? And Beres Hammond and who else? I used to like Saxon Sound. I used to have all their stuff as well. Yeah, I know all that
Damn.
stuff.
Good for
Yeah,
you, mate.
yeah.
See, like it doesn't.
Dennis Brown. Do you like Dennis Brown and all them?
Well, usually, like my parents put on the music, I just listen to it. So
Yeah, that'd be your parents' music. Dennis Brown and Beres Hammond and all
yeah,
them. Yeah, that's me, man. Got to remember because my era. I'm a bit older, a generation, but got my music taste from a generation ahead of me, and then a generation above that as well. So because I've always listened to old school musics and that sort of music. So yeah, man.
Someone's asking if you like the Prodigy. Prodigy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know the Prodigy. I know one of the guys from the Prodigy.
Firestarter. What do you like? You knew someone? Which one?
Yeah, I know him. I don't know him to go drinking with him
Ah,
and
okay.
that, but I've spoken to him a couple of times. No, I
Oh, the
spoke
one
to him
that
a couple
died?
of times. Around the music scene. He used to do a lot of. He used to do before he was big. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think one of them's died now. I think.
Yeah, yeah. One of them
I'm
died.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the mad one, isn't he? Is
Break the
that the one that died?
pressure. Did you send Mark a link?
Yeah, he said he's going to jump in 5. So that.
Okay. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna leave later on. I'll let you know when. Apology Man says, Shepherd Sons, you've been hacking my social media. What the hell's going on?
Hey, fucking Chileno Sanchez says Stu listens to Boris Johnson speeches in his car.
oh god.
Actually, that's a lie. I listen to fucking My Struggle by Adolf Hitler.
What's Mein Kampf?
Mein Kampf, yeah.
No.
Joking. By the way, before one of you lefty crybabies.
Yeah, before you report us.
So before you start fucking.
They're calling you a racist, drunken boomer.
Yeah, I don't know why they call me drunk because do you know how many times I've drunk when on this show? Probably about twice in all the time I've been on it, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
So I don't
no.
even drink, so I don't know what the fuck I'm on about. Anyway, who said that? The fucking Jewish goat herder.
No, it's no cap boxing. He mad because I blacked his daughter. He says,
I think he means that he fucked your daughter. He's trying to
yeah,
say.
no cap boxing. He has a Wilder fan. Like he's a Wilder fan because he has a Wilder on his profile picture. Yeah, he has Wilder. A Wilder. He has
Was there any
Who's he
weed
talking
on the
about? Me?
comment?
He's mad
Yeah,
because he's talking about me.
yeah.
yeah.
What do you mean? Why is
I think
he speaking about me then?
he's
I
trying to
don't
say you
know.
fucked your daughter.
Yeah, he's saying he fucked your daughter.
Listen, mate. He can't even fucking Lakeisha down the road that's 20 stone. Get out of here, man.
Oh, man.
Try and get in Lakeisha's knickers. She don't even want you.
What did you say that pissed him off, though? That's what I want to know. What did he say?
Who?
Let's have a discussion.
Who?
No cap boxing.
I don't even know who that fucking clown is. What do you mean pissed him off? Why?
No.
What's he been saying about?
I'm asking him. Just want to know. What did Stu say that hurt your feelings? Please answer, so we can get to the bottom of this. This is what happens. Like some people get very emotional.
Well, is that Wexford on Discord? Get that Wexford off the Discord. This little crybaby, little lefty bitch boy. He's probably sitting there with a flower in his hair, fucking crying because Jeremy Corbyn didn't win the election. Get him off our show, man.
Okay, who is? I can't see him. Wexford.
Shepherd's son says he's on the Discord. Get him off. I don't like little fucking crybaby bitches anywhere near me.
All right, hold on. Hi, Shepherd. I don't know who this guy is. Tell me what his name is.
Wexford.
I guess he blocked me, so I can't even see him.
Yeah, because I can't see him either.
Wexford.
Get him out of here, Shepherd. Shepherd, if you're on Discord, get him out of there. Or
all right, I'm gonna kick him out. I don't even know who he is, but I'll take your word for it, too. He's out.
Get him gone, man. He's a little crybaby bitch calling me a right winger, saying I'm ruining the show. All I said was I voted Boris Johnson. That's all I said.
Yeah,
he's crying like a little bitch.
No, Stu. Now you're a fascist.
I bet he sits there and holds people up in London, isn't it, for the environment? One of them fucking.
Here's the thing, man. Now you vote for a right-wing party and you're a fascist. It's like, are we exaggerating everything now? So I guess you vote liberal, you're a communist. Well, probably this time around with these liberals that we have now, but you know what I mean.
Wexford, like I said, Wexford's gonna get what's coming to him if I see him on that chat. So he's got nowhere to go now. Wexford, he's got nowhere to go.
Well,
we're gonna run the lefty out of town.
I kicked him out of Discord. I don't know if he's in the chat of YouTube.
Lefty,
I don't see him.
Little lefty kid crying like a little bitch, saying who's gonna report me. I think was it him who said he's going to report to you two?
Oh, no, that was
someone
somebody else? I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? He was like, but when you made a show, you made some comments. I don't know what the hell you said. I listened to the whole thing and I didn't take offense.
I didn't say fucking anything. They're just crybabies.
Like, and then I said, okay, can you give me an example of what Stu said so we can look into it? And then like, I'm gonna report you. Like, they can't even give us an example because there's absolutely nothing.
Like I said, the day a lefty comes into my face and tells me how to think and what to say, I'm gonna bite his nose off in front of him. Because that's how angry I am with them people right now. I just don't want them anywhere near me.
Like the Penguin,
you know,
in Batman.
They're fucking the worst. I mean, most of them. When you look at their parents, you can see why they're pussies.
Yeah, because they either don't have a father, or if they do, the father's fat and like looks like a coward.
Just it's constant though, you know what I mean? They come on here. I can understand if we was on here calling. The thing is, you got people coming on here using the N-word. No one says word. I say I voted Boris Johnson, and I'm part of Hitler Youth at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
It's a joke.
Well, you do wear Hugo Boss clothing, right?
My daughter bought me some Hugo Boss.
There you go. You're
aftershave.
Nazi fascist.
Hugo's racist.
She bought me a 200 ml bottle of that new Hugo Boss. It's fucking bad boy stuff. That my brother got me some Jean-Paul Gaultier as well. You know the one with the.
Stu, we have a video of you biting the guy's nose. There you
Yeah,
have it.
I'm gonna do John Fury on someone.
That's that's
I'm
Stu
gonna. I'm
biting
gonna tell you what,
a liberal's
Monster.
nose.
I'm just gonna give Monster as early. Well, that's late now, isn't it? Late Christmas present.
It's still Boxing Day. It's kind of like
There you go, Monster. I know it's a bit late, but better late than never, eh? Take a 300-second break. Go and make a coffee. Call
have
me
a
a
smoke.
snowflake again.
Think about what you did. You know the
Think
drill.
about what you did.
Yeah. These people.
Step of the 10 says Nazi Youth League. Sieg Heil.
Can we say
John
that?
John John Gonzalez says Stu. It just says that, Stu.
Okay.
Stu is waiting for these internet trolls to confront him. I'm only joking. Do you honestly think I'm going to bite someone's nose off?
These old joke
Canelo is a
people.
Mexican drug cheat.
Stu, you did the
Yeah?
right thing. You lived in the countryside, so you're away from all this madness.
Yeah, that's why I moved out of there, mate.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna move to the countryside soon.
Yeah, I
Move to
mean,
the
at
jungle.
least I
Once
get up
get
in the morning.
money.
I feel like I'm actually in England when I get up in the morning. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah,
it's that old. It's not even about colour or skin as well, because there's actually black people that live in my village. There's only about two, and there's a couple of Muslims. It's not even about it. It's just about the way they live their lives out here. It's still that old school English ways. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking
yeah.
still
Before you
have
move out,
allotments. Still have allotments and stuff, and still buy fresh veg and stuff. You know what I mean? And have a little
oh,
coffee
so,
shops. Our little village,
so
our little village town's funny because it's got little coffee shops, and it's just really old buildings there. And you go in there, and it's all the old people sit there just rambling away.
sounds like a good life, man. Nice and peaceful.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, the city life can be fucking very stressful, man. It's not just the
It
traffic.
definitely.
Especially if you've got a short temper like me, you don't need to be stuck in traffic. You don't need to be having a neighbour that's taking the piss. You know, you don't need to be having.
People in
Well,
general
like I said,
just
yeah, you just need to be away from
trying to
people.
bait
Full
you into
stop.
a fight. Yeah, trying to
Yeah,
bait you into a fight.
yeah, because you're just gonna when you're quite a fiery character and you're surrounded by pieces of shit, you're gonna end up in a fight very quickly. And when you're in the city and there's just shit everywhere, isn't there? It's just,
I don't have that much of a temper, but the city life is fucking
yeah,
dreadful.
see the country life for me, it really chilled me out. I feel a lot healthier as well. Just feel a lot healthier. The air is a lot fresher, isn't it?
I can imagine.
No Cat Boxing says UK is weak. I tell you what, there's been a lot of Americans that have said that, come over and got their ass totally whooped, and that's not boxers either.
What's this guy's
There's
problem?
a few, mate. We had a guy called Mario who came over. He thought he was fucking. He thought he was Tupac Shakur.
Hey, Stu, you want to take a
And
look at
it didn't take him long before he got slept. I tell you, that's what I'm saying.
guys?
Listen, never underestimate anywhere you go. You could go to an old country village in England, and some of the toughest guys you'll meet, because all farmer boys, they're fucking lifting tractor wheels up on their shoulders and stuff. A big, strong guy, snap, you know. Don't ever underestimate someone for their postcode. This is where you fake gangsters, shall I say, get it wrong. You think because you're the man in your little postcode, that probably about 2 blocks, you think you're running things, and you think you can just go anywhere where these posh little white people are, and everything's going to be all right. Trust me. Go on them the gypsy sites around them areas. Go on one of them gypsy sites. Go on. I dare you. Take all your boys with you and go on one of them gypsy sites and see how long you last. Trust me. No one. You won't do it. You won't do it, mate. I don't know anyone that goes on there giving it the big one.
Hey, Stu.
You certainly wouldn't do it. So never judge. Like I said, never judge a man from his postcode, because I know millionaires that would snap you in half, and I know so-called street guys that couldn't knock a wank out. Do you know what I mean? So this is where people go wrong. Go ahead.
All right, hold on. Oh yeah, Mark, I'll check that. Let me just go through this before. All right, so we have the guys. Go to the community section on YouTube so you can vote for the best BDA rivalry. Right now we have Stu on the lead here. Stu Little versus the chat is apparently the biggest rivalry. He's at 51%. We also have best BDA panelist. Precise is taking the lead with 33%, and Stu Little is second with 30%. So make sure that you vote. We also have BDA.
Hey, Butcho.
Yes.
Butcho, can you hear me?
Yes.
Mark can't get in because you're on the BDA account, ain't you?
Yes.
And because you've sent me that link from that account, it won't let him go in because I think he was blocked from the BDA account or something. So
yeah, I don't even know how to unblock. Hold on. All right, let me just finish this and then I'll figure it out how to get him in here.
Yeah, you try and do it because I don't know how to do all this, man.
No, I have to do it, I think. Oh, BDA 2019 Caller of the Year. Make sure you also vote on this. Vinnie Mac is taking the lead with 37%, and Head Honcho is second with 24%. So you guys make sure that you go and vote. All right. Let me take care of this. So Stu, an apology. You guys take over.
What are you saying? Apology, my man. Is he there? Is he there or not?
I don't know.
He must be doing. He must be doing a few sit-ups while you was talking.
All right. I think he's on
Let
block
me
now.
just send. I'm just sending this message. Hang on.
Yeah, I am back. I think it's gonna work. Let's read some of the comments in the chat, guys. Oh, like this. There's no topic.
Did you say this link will work now? Did you say the link will work now?
Yeah.
Oh, so shall I send it again then?
Well, it's the same link. So no.
Yeah. Will it work though? Have you unblocked him?
Yeah. It should work now. Definitely.
Right. Hang on.
Celtic 67 says Fred Horton punched a woman this week. Was it this week? No, that was 2 weeks ago or something. But anyways, yeah, Fred, he's a piece of shit. I'm sorry, but he is. He knows what he's
Butcho,
doing.
just send that link. Butcho, send the link again for me, please, just to my Skype. It's fucking nuisance, this.
All right.
You
Actually, I'll just send it. I'll send it to Mark.
I can't keep doing it.
He's in there. He's in there. Mark, are you there?
Yes.
All right.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
Yeah,
happy
you too, man.
Hanukkah.
Yeah, happy Bar Mitzvah.
Kwanzaa. All right. So I was talking about Fred barbershop conversation, says Luke Peterson. Yeah, this guy. I mean, this guy is a joke. Plays a race card. He knows what he's doing. My mentor, Malcolm X. Like, come on. And you see all his fans, like, start cheering and clapping. Unbelievable. This is why the world will never be anything other than a forsaken fucking planet. Forsaken by God. SSB28 says, Shep, please get rid of this trash no cap. No cap, is that the guy he keeps insulting Stu? Now he says Fred is a real brother. All right, man, you're just a troll, man. Stu's gonna time you out, so you can take a break, have a smoke.
This is what happens when Trump let all these guys out of jail early, man. They're fucking just. We get them here, don't we?
I know.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't respect Trump for, letting people like No Cap out early. He should have done the full sentence.
Stronger sentences. Lock them away.
Actually, they should have gate arrested him and fucking charged him with another crime. That would have been better. Is Mark there? You all right, Mark?
Yeah, I'm good. What's happening, Stu? How's it going?
I'm good, my man. Did you have a good Christmas, yeah?
Yeah, it was alright. Spent a lot of time with family. Yeah, better than last Christmas. Last Christmas was a stinker. This Christmas was good.
Yeah. Might not been the best one for me. My fucking dad's dying, isn't he? I had to go and see him in the Sue, the Sue Ryder place, they call it. I think it's where people with cancer go before they die.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm not laughing about that.
Yeah, that's where I've been. Huh?
No, sorry. I was laughing because people in the chat. I'm not laughing at what you're saying. That's fucking. That's
I was gonna
our
say.
condolences.
What the fuck are you laughing for?
No, because somebody in the chat is writing some stupid.
You're just lying.
No, somebody wrote Fred Chinese wife cheats on him, and I started laughing. But
Has
Stewie,
Fred got a
man.
Chinese wife then?
Wait, hold on. He's for the brothers, but not the sisters, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fred must have been.
I I I, I, s-
Fred must
I
have been a
respect him
delivery
more.
driver, innit? Fred met
Yeah, I
the daughter
respect
out.
him more.
Oh,
oh
apology
man.
only respects him
Yes,
because he's
he has
got
a
an Asian
good.
girl.
Exactly, he has a good taste in women.
What the fuck? This screen looks terrible. What are you doing to this screen, Butcho?
Do you want me to put the chat in this thing? Hold on. Oh yeah, what is this shit? Hold
No,
on.
I can read the chat on YouTube
Okay.
now. That's
Okay.
better. I want it like that. That's how I want
Okay.
it.
Okay. Okay. I'll put this.
Yeah, I can read the chat because YouTube's an app and this is an app. You can do it both. But that Yard Stream, whatever it's called, that's not an app. So every time I clicked off it, it fucking shut down.
So
So that's no
wait,
good to me.
where are you reading the chat
On
On the
YouTube.
YouTube app.
Oh, okay. I thought you had
Yeah.
your TV on like last time.
No, I could do that, but it's no point.
All right.
I only did that because of the Yard Stream, weren't it?
Yeah. Celtic 60 cents. Fred's children are we Jackie Chan, not Malcolm X. His children are Jackie Chan's.
Yeah. His children are called Lincoln and Kennedy, and he stands for Malcolm X. That's why he named him after two white presidents.
My God.
Is fucking Fred's kids are little Bolo Youngs, isn't they?
Whoa.
Bolo Young. These people are racist. I'm not racist. All right. Well, listen, guys. We're not gonna talk about the Tank Davis fight. Don't really give a shit about that fight. There's
Tank
nothing to
Davis is
say.
fighting.
Is this Saturday, no?
He's
Oh,
fighting
okay,
on Saturday. Oh, that'll tell you how much I give a crap.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's fighting Yuri
Gamboa.
Arcus, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, who gives a crap? He's fighting.
Find an old corpse, not a prime Euro Gamboa, old corpse Gamboa.
Well, it's
all
his,
he is a 2 foot tall Wilder, isn't he?
it's his lightweight debut. Aren't you guys excited? Will he make it in the?
He's fighting
135?
against a featherweight who was a featherweight back when I was 2 years old and in diapers.
Yeah. And would he even make lightweight? Like, he's fucking fat. Like, I don't think he'll make the weight.
He'll make it. He'll make it.
I think he's gonna knock him out though. Davis is gonna knock.
I don't know,
Gamboa out.
man. I've seen his training footage. He still has a belly on him.
If he gets knocked out, though, I'm going to be laughing for about 7
No,
years.
that's gonna be sad.
I mean, that'd be the funniest thing in the world, that you move up to lightweight and you get starched by a 702-year-old Gamboa.
You
True,
think
but
I mean,
they'll
Gamboa and Luis Ortiz are the same age.
you think they'll hide the footage like they did Marcellus?
They can try all they want. Too many. I'm going to be recording that fight, just in
No.
case.
We all love boxing. We're all boxing fans. What's best for boxing? For Gamboa to win? Sorry, for Tank Davis to win. Correct?
What's best for boxing, in all honesty, would probably be for Gamboa to give him an extremely hard fight and get a draw out of it, so Tank could actually take his career more seriously instead of cherry picking
Yeah, I
his way
agree.
up. That way, he'd have to take on proper competition to build up his resume and not rely on just raw talent. I think that is what would be best for boxing, and if we're being straightforward.
So a draw. That's never gonna happen. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
The
Yeah.
best thing for boxing would be for Tank to realize that he can't just rest on raw talent. That's the best thing that could happen here, and for him to, or one of the best things that could happen is he knocks him out in one round, and Tank thinks he's invincible, the greatest thing since sliced bread, and he goes in there and he fights against elite level competition and gets knocked the fuck out.
Well,
That
listen,
would
this
be
is how
better.
it is.
That'd be
Nothing's going to change. How about that? Nothing. What's going to change? Nothing. He's going to
better.
go in there,
Why are you so negative?
blow the old Cuban guy away. Gamboa's nowhere near the guy he used to be. Even the guy that fought Crawford was finished. And what's this guy going to be? I mean, where did they fucking drag him up from? Fuck knows
Stu
where
with
the
his
crap-
usual optimism.
Yeah.
Right? Well, that's going to be a one-sided beatdown. Gambo is
Yeah.
old, man. Old men can't get out of the way of punches. When are these guys going to realise that? Every time I watch a boxing match these days, there's a fucking pensioner in there. I mean, it's it's getting to the stage where it's becoming embarrassing, where you see him fucking just bums in there that shouldn't be in there. Look at that guy, Dubar fought the other day. I mean, dreadful, weren't he? I mean, and the scary thing about it, he's got 20 wins on his record, so there's 20 people worse than him alone. So that's true, isn't it? That's the scary thing about it. There's actually 20 people worse than him. So look at, I mean, how many times is Kevin Bum Bum Johnson going to make a return? I mean, the guy throws no punches. The guy never threw any punches a decade ago. All of a sudden, he's going to come out and he's going to be like a fucking Aaron Pryor in the last couple of rounds against. Oh, get out of here, man!
I don't want to see that guy again. He needs to retire. Like, ban him from
He's going to find it. All of a sudden, he's going to find some Aaron Pryor energy, isn't he? He's going to take the fucking Panama Lewis juice, and he's going to come out and throw about 300 fucking punches in the first 2 minutes. I mean, it's not going to happen. The guy's not. He's going to throw less punches than what he threw before. Yet we keep getting him. Frank Warren. I don't know where he keeps finding Bum Bum, but he finds him all right. If there's a bum around, Frank Warren will find him. But then Eddie's no better. Eddie drags him up. He's got a new heavyweight coming through. Then Kevin, is that you? Got a job for you, son. Just sit in the corner like you usually do and take a fucking pounding for 10 rounds. Get good money for it.
Oh, good. You know, Kevin might be shot, but he's still actually better than some fighters that are still fighting against good competition. I mean, Kevin not too long ago beat up Pianetta. He knocked out Pianetta before Fury fought Pianetta. Fury fought Pianetta coming off of a loss to Kevin Johnson. Let that sink in.
Hey guys, who the fuck is Miguel Cruz?
That was me trying to get in here a while ago and through the browser. I created that account when Cameron was trying to get Miguel Cruz on the show.
I see. All right.
So, but Miguel Cruz is a boxer. Alright, so what the fuck are we talking about? We talking about music, we talking about we talking about drugs. What are we talking about?
I don't know. Where the hell is Stu? He's supposed to be hosting this.
If Stu's busy, I'll host.
Yeah,
Let's
what
have
the
a look
hell's
at the
going
chat.
on?
Let's have a look at the chat.
I've been sitting here talking with the fucking mic on.
Oh my god. man.
I've been muted, man. I've been sitting there talking away. I've got, hey, stop interrupting.
God, you're losing it.
Good.
Go ahead, Mark. You take over, bro.
I don't even know what to talk about. Yo, do you know what would
Great
be
show.
good to talk about? Real fast. Terence Crawford and Sean Porter. You heard about this? Has anybody heard about this?
Oh yeah.
Sean Porter. Yeah, Porter offered Crawford a fight.
Good.
And Crawford, all of a sudden, who's been talking about PBC ducking him and all this wrong side of the street, all of a sudden, he don't want that smoke.
What do you mean? What did he say?
What was it? I read it earlier.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Can you send
I
through the article?
I saw it's Crawford. He said he doesn't want to fight Sean Paul. I had the article up on my TV a minute ago.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
So Crawford's
After
talking all that shit.
No way. I'm gonna look it up.
After all of this, after everybody coming out pushing for the PBC to give him that fight, he finally gets one against, let's be real, an elite fighter over at PBC. If you can beat him, that's it. You've proven yourself as a welterweight if you can beat Sean Porter.
Oh, here we go.
That's that. And you refuse. You reject it. I can't stand that.
Crawford knows that star's all wrong for him. He ain't stupid. So it's a star that's all wrong for him.
Yeah, well, he can't go bitching about same side of the street anymore now, can he?
Exactly.
Did you honestly believe that excuse anyway? Because I didn't.
All right, hold on.
I think they're as bad as each other. I'm not just blaming Crawford. I'm blaming them both, but
I see two articles talking about this shit. One of them is Boxing News 24, which is biased as hell. I don't even fucking pay any attention to this website. And then the other one's called EastSideBoxing.com. It says Terence Crawford rejects Sean Porter fight. I haven't read
Yeah.
these articles, but that's all I can find.
Well, get Virgil Ortiz in there with him then. He's gonna have to fight fucking someone because I'm sick of seeing him fight bums.
No, yeah, this is the last. I mean, that Kavaliuskas fight. I know it was a
Oh,
mandatory, but
I
that's
don't
it.
mean the. I'm not saying. Benavidez is a bum. I was a bit harsh, but he's fucking. He was Forrest Gump.
Next
His
level.
legs still. His
Yeah.
legs gone, mate.
He had
You know,
one leg, man.
he had
Yeah,
one
he
fucking
did.
leg. He couldn't. He couldn't even sit on his punches because of his leg. He couldn't get out of the way of punches because of his leg. He was getting all his feet tangled up because of his leg. It was like watching Sergio Martinez when he fought Cotto. It was just, you know. And then who else? We had Amir Khan, who's been shot to pieces for like since time began. So he was never going to be a challenge. Fucking had no desire to win that fight at all. Bottled it. The minute that fight was signed on the paper, on the dotted line, his arse went. Bottled it from that minute onwards. Look how he was like Minnie Mouse in the press conferences.
All right.
Scared of even look Crawford in the eye. So Crawford's fighting these guys. Who else is there?
Well,
Who did he just fight? Who did he just fight recently?
Kavaliuskas.
Kavaluskas. Fought Kavaluskas, who's a decent, basic, Bob standard
Mandatory.
Eastern European style, decent straight punches, doesn't do anything else spectacular, not very big
He
puncher,
has no
not
heart
very
either.
durable.
He's a 7 out of 10 guy with no heart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so thank you, Mark, basically. So,
All right. According to this article I was reading, it says that when Crawford was asked about the fight with Sean Porter, he says he doesn't want the fight because it doesn't make sense for him right now. He is focused on other fights. So
What
sorry.
fights?
So Crawford's
What
focusing on
fights
other
are you
fights.
focused
What
on?
other fights? What
Huh?
are his options? What are his options?
Exactly. Who's his next opponent? Some dude with a name that's going to take me 7 years on Google Translate to figure out what the fuck it means. Took me 2
Barry.
weeks to be able to pronounce Igis Kavaliauskas.
and I don't want to, and the guys in the chat, I don't want to see Ramirez or Josh Taylor in there with Crawford. Crawford's got people in his own division he needs to take care of, worrying about bringing guys up. Them guys have got business to take care of amongst themselves. Ramirez and Josh Taylor need to fight. Never worry about Crawford.
Are you
At the end of
afraid
the day,
Josh Taylor's gonna lose?
Crawford's what?
Are you
No,
afraid?
it's not about that. Crawford. Who's Crawford fought in the welterweight division, Butcho? Who's worth a toss?
Amir Khan.
I'm waiting. Oh yeah,
Amir
Amir
Khan.
Khan. Who's going to say that? Right. At the end
Here's
of the day,
another
right?
question, real fast, Stu. Who's Crawford beat at
Do you want to see?
140?
Do you want to see? Hang on a sec, Mark. I'll answer that in a minute. Do you want to see Ramirez v Josh Taylor for the undisputed titles?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
So do
Okay.
I. That's a massive fight. Fuck Crawford. I don't want to see Crawford. Crawford's got his own. He's got his own business at 147.
Okay,
He needs to go and fight Porter. He needs to go and fight Virgil Ortiz. He needs to go and fight
All right,
Spence.
Stu.
If he.
What about Biscuitin?
But what about?
Who's Biscuitin signed with?
He's with
I
ESPN.
have no idea.
Yeah,
He's an
exactly.
ESPN guy.
Make that fight.
Rasputin,
Rasputin
did you
has a
even see him
mandatory
fight?
to worry about with Ugas.
Well, hold on. But Josh Taylor, let's say Josh Taylor, he's a big 140 pounder, and I think he was gonna move up or thinking about it, whatever. So let's say he moves up. What's the problem with that, though? If he wants to move up,
If he decides to move up, he decides to move up. But he said that
Yeah.
he wants to become undisputed. That's what he said
There you
most
go.
recently.
Okay.
He wants
Okay.
to. He wants
If
to
he moves
remember.
up, listen. If he moves up, then I'm all for it. But right now, don't be dragging him up. He's got business to take care of with Ramirez, and I want to see the Ramirez fight.
I agree.
Why go through all that work to give it away, to go up a division, to give all your belts away, to go up a division and fight Crawford? Even if you pull it off, which is a very hard fight to win, by the way. But even if you do pull it off, it's not going to change much. It's not going to change much.
Yeah.
Beating Crawford's not going to make you a superstar. I don't believe it will.
And let's have an undisputed 140-pound champion. Like, why not? I hate these fighters moving up and down in weight, just looking for big paydays, and we never get undisputed champions. Let's get a
Ramirez and Josh Taylor's a
Listen,
bigger fight.
Yeah, it is. When someone beats Crawford, right, everyone's going to say, "Oh, it was coming anyway," because loads of people can see that Crawford's got he's also a very good fighter. We can see
Yeah.
that, but he's got vulnerabilities, and he exposes himself quite often. And there's going to be a day when someone lands on that button, and it's all over for Crawford. We'll see him get hit too much. For me, he's not a boxer. He's more of a fighter these days. And I got a feeling one day he's going to walk onto a shot that he's not going to hold. So for me, I'm going to. I don't know, man. I like the Josh Taylor fight, but for me, I don't think he's. It's a big win for him. In Britain, it'll probably fucking shoot him up in stardom. But I think if he can come undisputed against Ramirez, win that fight, like Mark said, much bigger fight, make bigger numbers. The Mexicans will be on side for that fight as well. I just think it's a bigger fight all round. Crawford's not really a big draw. We've seen that. I mean,
Progress.
he's not.
Bring progress.
Hold on. What's the point in them dragging the dude up from 140 when he has a fight that he can take right now with Sean Porter?
Yeah. No,
He
yeah,
can
no,
take
of
it
course.
on
No,
force.
no, we
Progress just
agree.
lost as well.
Yeah.
You bring up a guy that just lost.
In a lower division. At least Porter, he lost to the guy who's ranked number 1 in that division. And that's
And most
controversial, that
people,
loss.
including me, thought he won easily. So
Well, listen, Crawford doesn't feel the moment is right to fight Sean Porter. So we're trying to figure out who else he can fight. But we're having a hard time, it seems. It seems like if he
Apology
doesn't fight.
mentioned Best Booten. Yeah, Best Booten's an alright opponent. What about Ugas? That's alright. But they're not going to do that. They've offered Porter. Do the Porter fight. That's a good fight. Porter, people like Sean Porter. Porter's well supported to some extent. He's arguably a bigger name than Crawford. I mean, he's been in there with the best of the division, all at their best. Like, he was in there with a prime Thurman. He was in there with a prime Danny. He was in, and he gave them hell. In there with a prime Errol Spence. He was in there with a prime Kell Brook.
exactly.
And he gave them all what? Hell. Absolute hell. Not one of them had an easy night. I don't care what anyone says. Kell Brook didn't skill him. That was a close fight.
Now, Crawford, obviously, he needs like a Nugas fight would be an interesting fight, but they also are, Bob Arum is in there for the money. Is that fight really like gonna sell? An Ugas
I'll tell
guy?
you now, it's gonna sell more than Crawford versus Igis Kavaliauskas. The biggest selling point of that entire card was Teofimo Lopez and Richard Comey. That's the fight people were talking about. If you even go back and look at your show, you didn't bring up Igis Kavaliauskas, Terence Crawford. You brought up Teofimo Lopez versus Comey.
Yeah.
When your undercard's a bigger fight than you, that's when you need to get in there with somebody credible. That's the problem with Crawford's resume right now. It's not credible. He's a guy who fought in a lackluster division, arguably the worst undisputed run in the history of the sport. Arguably the worst in the history of the sport.
Was it
Who did
even
he
a
beat?
run?
In Dongo?
He got them belts.
He
for
got
a
them
brief
belts,
moment.
but Ramirez right now, he just beat Hooker, Zepeda, or Roscoe. That's a better resume than Crawford has at 140. And that's not even better than Taylor's resume.
Yeah.
Baranchik, Postol, Prograde.
The biggest disappointment here is that if he actually said that he doesn't want that Sean Porter fight, if he actually said that, man, that's it. I cannot defend the guy anymore. I really can't. This has nothing to do with politics anymore. It has to do more with him not wanting to fight. A difficult because also people were talking about a potential fight between Crawford and Kell Brook, and Bob Arum didn't want that fight.
And
yeah.
Bucho, you know as well as I do, one of the main things in marination is common opponents. They do it all of the time. They make a common opponent. Crawford versus Porter is a very good measuring stick to Spence versus Porter.
Yes.
It's a very good one. And also, if the PBC are allowing that to happen, the PBC are trying to build this fight. They're trying to. Either they're trying to beat Crawford and get it all in-house, or they're still trying to build it. One way or another, the PBC win here because they can build Crawford's name to make the fight a little bit bigger. Because obviously, Bob isn't doing a good enough fucking job.
Well, he can't.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
He has a 3-weight world champion who's undisputed, 2-weight lineal, unbeaten, and the dude isn't even a household name in his own house.
Yeah, he I can't really start defending Crawford at this point. Especially
the
now
most viral video about Terence Crawford is about how fat his wife is.
Is that so? How the hell is that even something that
Toyan Boot. That's the most popular Terence Crawford video in the history of YouTube. Tell me that's not a sadness to this sport. When you have a guy who's being rated by many as a pound for pound number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, and the dude isn't even. Who's his best win? Victor Postol, Josh Taylor beat him. Who else? Yuri Urkis Gamboa, who was coming up 2 weight divisions in a year-long layoff. Come on now.
In
go ahead.
Dongo, who hasn't been awake since. Every time he's been in the ring, he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
So that looked a good win at one time. Why? Because Ndongo beat Ricky Burns. I mean, the guy Ricky Burns that everybody beats. There's
Now,
I mean, I think even the guy selling the fucking burgers has beat Ricky Burns at one time. So
I,
But
hold
at
on.
least Selby moved up 2 weight divisions and beat Ricky Burns.
Yeah, that's
exactly, you know.
embarrassing.
So Ndongo, we kept doing it because Ndongo had 2 belts. Ndongo, world class fighter, beat Ricky Burns. Who fucking Ricky Burns? Get out of here, man.
Wait, hold
So,
on. Now we're shitting on Crawford. Do you guys have Crawford in your top 5 pound for pound boxers?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
did.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
Let
I'm
me say
like
something.
6 now.
Number five. He keeps going down every time I watch him fight.
okay.
When
Why
we
do
did the
you?
pound for pound list, I had him number 3, right? But I had
Okay.
him there purely on achievement and that he's trying to do something. I'm considering him removing from my top 10 because his resume is crap. He's only in there because of belts. That's the honest truth.
What do you
His
mean
resume
by?
is absolute.
I mean, what did Benavides do to get shot at Terrence?
There was a feud.
Just tell me.
There
Someone
was a
tell me
feud.
what
There was a
Benavides did
vendetta.
to get shot at Terrence. I mean, if all it takes is getting shot in the fucking leg to get shot at Crawford, bring it on now, man.
Story.
I'll give you my leg
People like
now.
stories.
I want my
Humans
shot.
like stories.
Just fire away, man. I want my shot. I'll get knocked out for a couple of million.
What did the Amir Khan do?
Sleep. No, he didn't sleep in that.
Low blows.
Actually, he
Complain
didn't
about low
sleep in that one,
blows.
did he? He stayed awake because he fucking quit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Amir
So
Khan got that fight off of the back of coming 7th place in the jungle.
Yeah.
And then he get knocked out by Samuel Vargas.
That's a funny fight.
are we all crazy? Because let's be honest, most websites and TV shows like ESPN and they have, well, obviously ESPN is gonna have, but they have Crawford rated really high. And of course, ignore ESPN because they're biased probably. But man, many websites and news like
Yeah, but who
Richard,
are these? Who
I'll
are
answer
these
that.
guys? Who are these guys?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, putting
Richard,
it out there.
I
Putting
can
it out
kind of
there.
answer that.
Yes.
It's all from the undisputed title that happened way back in 2016. It's like, how long are we going to keep giving them merit for that? That happened like 3 years ago, going on 4. How long can we keep giving them merit? Can I give merit to Kell Brook for being short putter and putting him like powerful top welterweight? No.
So you're saying
What a
merit
waste, Kell Brook.
dissipates.
What a waste of career, Kell Brook. Every time I hear that name, it makes me cringe. Just think to myself, what a fucking waste of space. That guy had all the
And you know
talent in the
what?
world. Had all the
You know
talent in
what,
the world,
Stu?
I'm telling you.
Kell
Go on.
Brook has a better resume than Terence Crawford. Crawford has more achievements in belts and stuff. Give me one
Yeah.
fighter on his resume who's a better opponent than Sean Porter. I'll
There
wait.
isn't.
Hmm.
There isn't.
Even
Like,
then, in losing defeats, he fought against Golovkin and he fought against Errol Spence.
Exactly. And like I said, I think the Golovkin fight led to the Errol Spence destruction in the end. I don't think he was ready for that Spence fight.
To be
That's a
fair,
drop-
that Errol
drop-
Spence and that Spence and Brook fight still was an amazing fight to watch.
It was, but just Kell Brook sold his fucking soul, man. Like Eddie called up and Kell bent over, didn't he? Yeah, here's my career, Eddie. Take it. 6 million, did you say? Yeah. You might have to have a few steel plates in your cheekbones, though, Kell. You probably won't ever be the same again. And then I'm going to put Spence in with you afterwards. But is that all right? Yeah, I'll take
Okay,
it.
but
Sold his
But
career.
Stu,
I
Stu,
blame.
come
Why
from
did
his-
Kell Brook take the
Okay.
fight?
Yeah, he took it. He got his
Okay,
ass
so it's
whooped.
his fault.
But let's be real. He had no business in there with Golovkin. Fucking getting in there with Golovkin.
Yeah, but you
Who does
want
he
to
think
blame
he is?
Eddie Hearn. blame both of them.
Nah,
I mean,
but yeah,
yeah,
I
Kell
do
Brook,
blame
idiot.
Eddie Hearn. Eddie
You
Hearn
think
saw the dollar signs, man. He saw a
you,
pay-per-view night because he was struggling to recycle Cleverly and fucking Bellew and all them clowns. He was he saw a pay-per-view opportunity, bring Triple G over, and he fucking fed Kell Brook to the
hey,
lions.
Kell Brook thought he could win that fight. Let's be honest. He
Huh?
Yeah,
wasn't.
but Stu, think from his perspective, he's getting big payday and he's
Yeah,
moving
but
up
come
and
on, man.
fighting a big star.
But he could have made them paydays if he'd have gone on to a couple of good wins at welterweight, then fought Errol Spence in America. He could have made that money. And listen, I mean, at the end of the day, he sold his career. He could still be fighting now. If it weren't for that beating he took, he'd still be fighting now. Big names. There's a big name. He could have got the Terence Crawford fight. He could have got the fucking Khan fight. He probably would have got it if he kept winning. If he had them belts, Khan would have come begging. You know what Khan's like. He comes begging eventually.
It's not a guarantee.
So,
it's not a
Don't
guarantee.
forget this also at that time there was a Vargas unification on the table, and Eddie Hearn wouldn't pay the money to do it. So instead, what he did on an hour's notice, because Eubank Jr. pulled out, couldn't find his fucking pen, he goes up to Kell Brook here. Will you fight Golovkin? And Kell's like, well, I don't have that fight with Vargas, and he's being offered over £1 million, so he had to take the damn fight.
listen, he got fucking 6 million for that.
It's pretty good for one
Whatever
night,
it was,
guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty good for a beating.
Yeah,
but hold on,
but
but Kell Brook thought
$6
he was going to win that
million
fight.
dollars. So what's that? About 4 million he got,
What?
which is good. £4 million pounds, man. It's good money. But like I said, I think he could have made that in the long run, and saved himself steel plates in his face and a couple of losses on his record. You know, let's be real. He had no business in there.
Yeah, but Stu, this shows you that Kell Brook, his mentality. Kell Brook, he just tells you how much he believed in his skills. He actually thought he could win that fight, based on his boxing skills.
Rod Solker believed he was going to beat Danny Garcia. How did that end up?
No, but hold on, it's not the same thing, man. Come on.
Well, it is.
Nah,
they both got knocked the fuck out.
Man, Dave Allen thought he was going to beat Luis Ortiz.
Rod Solka had no choice but take that fight or do whatever else he's doing outside boxing.
No, I didn't see Arum and DeBella bringing him into the fucking ring on chains or anything. He had a choice.
Look, listen, when you go up to a fat obese gay lad who got stabbed in Marbella, offered him $6 million to take a fight, he's going to take it. That was bad management. He should have done the Vargas fight, done
fat
unification.
and stabbed.
Wait, he's gay.
Sounds like 78 Sports.
He'd have got 3 or 4 million to fight Spence anyway, right? And if he'd have won that, world's his oyster, mate. There's big fights. There's a rematch with Sean Porter in America. There's Terence Crawford that's going to come calling when he's got the belt. Amir Khan will, he'd be fucking hanging out of Kell Brook's ass for as long as it takes to get the fight. The options were there. Where's he gone since? I mean, look even when he won that, he puts in a world-class performance against Sean Porter. What did he go and do? Waste a year on Jojo Dan and Bizier.
Absolutely. Look, this is what should happen. He should have fought Vargas, done the unification, and to me, I don't even care about the Spence fight at that stage. Move up to 154 and fight Saddam Ali for that fucking WBO belt that Jaime Munguia got. Then he would have been in the mix up at 154 as well. Instead of having to fight Triple G and then a mandatory with Spence. They mismanaged him.
Right. Do we even give a shit about Kell Brook, to be honest? At this point, I think
I
just
actually give a
I
shit
just
about
realized.
that situation. About that situation,
Yeah,
I do.
because
Because
I don't see the boxing topics flowing off your tongue right now.
No,
and,
no, but I just noticed like this is pointless. I mean, Kell Brook.
It's
what
not
could
pointless though.
yeah, what could have been? Man. What could have been? I started this thing.
What still can be? What still can be? He can still.
Oh, you think
he's
so?
still capable.
Oh please, dude.
He's still.
You're supposed to be
he
negative.
Can beat Crawford.
Where's negatives to?
Hey, Kell Brook has the one thing that Terence Crawford hates: straight right down the pipe.
Please.
And he's one of the best in the business at doing it.
Yeah.
When he's fit, in
what's...
shape, he's strong. He's strong in the hold as well. He's the only man that didn't get manhandled by Sean Porter in the hold. Go and watch that fight. He controlled that fight in the hold.
Same with Errol Spence, by the way.
Yeah.
Same with Errol Spence. He was actually better in the hole than Errol Spence. And he's better in the hole against Porter.
Gene
crazy. He's
Gene
strong.
Kasama in the chat says Kell Brook is a stepping stone. That's
okay. Fine. You call him a stepping stone. I'm going to ask everybody.
Still a tough fight.
Who's more credible? Bob Arum said nobody cares about Kell Brook, right? Who's more credible right now? Kell Brook, Rigas Kavalyauskas, or Stab Leg
Yeah,
Benavides?
Absolutely
exactly.
correct.
Listen,
Kell Brook's still a name.
Kell Brook would beat the shit out of Cavalier. Let's be real. He'd
I don't
beat the
know
shit
about that,
out.
Stu. Come on, did you see his? Man, we talked about this too. No, that Kell Brook looks okay at the beginning of the fight. Then later on, he starts. Now I don't know
Yeah,
what the
but
hell's
what
going
I'm
on
on
with this guy.
about, yeah, but that's one fighter at catch weight. He's fighting some chump. What did I say about keep fighting bums and you end up being a bum yourself?
Yeah,
That's the. It's true, man. And that's
no,
what
it's
that's
true.
what
It's
happened
true.
with
Who would
Kell.
have
Just
done
get
better against
dragged down to that
Golovkin?
level. Huh?
Who would have done better against Golovkin?
Listen,
Look at
Kell
what
Brook was piecing Golovkin.
Brook did.
Kell Brook was piecing him up. Let's be real. Go
Oh.
back and watch that fight. Kell Brook just didn't have the strength or the durability to hang in there with Golovkin. But
Good
boxing
point.
wise and the crispness of the punches, he was out boxing Golovkin, man, piecing him up. I don't care what
How
anyone
does
said, but
Crawford
Golovkin's a
do?
monster.
How does Crawford do against Golovkin at that time?
Yeah, with that
You take
style,
Crawford
he
now and
gets
put him in
no.
there. He gets
Yeah.
taken out in 2 rounds.
Oh, I slept in a bad way.
No, Kell Brook is a good boxer. I mean, this. I think some people are
Hey, I'm picking Kell Brook to give
misconstruing.
Terence Crawford all sorts of bother, even now.
Yeah,
Even now, because I know that Kell Brook's going to go into that fighting shape. He ain't going to fuck about. If he's fighting
Yeah, he
Terence
will.
Crawford,
hey,
he'll go in
And
that
hold
fighting
on.
shape.
some people
People
get.
are saying Kell is crap, right? Because of his Zarafa performance. He still beat Zarafa comfortably. He won 8 rounds to 4. Zarafa beat the dog shit out of Horn and was beating him up towards the end of the last fight as well. And the referee fucked things over, and then Horn managed to get the victory. But Zarafa's not a bad fighter. Zarafa's pretty good, and he's a lot larger than Kell Brook.
The issue with
I
Kell
mean,
Brook
you
is
got that. You got gay area. You know, the one that shits on the streets of San Francisco. That one. He's saying that Kell Brook has 1 round in him.
Wow.
If you've only got 1 round in you, then Sean Porter's going to eat you up, chew you up, and spit you out. You have to be a fit guy to keep him off you. I'm telling you that now. So the stamina's there. Listen, even against Spence, it was just the work rate got to Kell Brook in the end because he had to lose so much weight. He was a middleweight. Remember, he put on he got 2 divisions, and he put on all that was muscle. There was no body fat on Kell Brook at the time. It was all muscle. You cannot lose that sort of muscle in that sort of time and be in a healthy state to be doing 12 rounds with a man like Errol Spence who's busy in the pocket, who throws devastating.
And coming
body
off of a fractured eye socket as well.
Exactly.
So guys, are you proposing that Crawford fights Kell Brook because Kell Brook is a name, and then hope that the old
Absolutely.
no, hold on,
Yeah,
and then
Kell
hold
Brook-
on, no, and then hope that the old Kell Brook shows up?
Listen,
Even
Kell
this
Brook-
Kell Brook will give him problems.
I'm
Kell
just
Brook-
saying, this Kell Brook, the one who fought Zarafa, the one who beat Rabchenko, is better than Amir Khan. He's better than Kavalyauskas, and he is more credible.
he's better than Benavides as well.
He
Okay,
beats
so-
all
so-
of them.
Yeah.
He,
So
all
he's
of them. Listen,
okay.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
The shots Kavaluskas was hitting Crawford with, if that's Kell Brook landing them shots, Crawford's going to sleep. Crawford was getting rocked to his boots by a guy. Kell Brook's one of the best because it's not even just about the power. It's about the technique of the shots. It's about how clean they are, and he leads with them as well. That lead right hand, once he times that right, you're in all sorts of bother. And then when he gets close, he holds and he's strong in the hold. And he's going to be all wrong for Crawford. I'm telling you. But like I said, Crawford's going to have to wear Kell Brook down because that's one of Kell Brook's weaknesses. The tank starts to empty after a while.
L
After
Dog
6 or
says
7 rounds.
in the chat. L Dog says Brook is a man with one more chance at greatness. He will go all out, in my opinion. I hope so.
Yeah.
I actually
I think
believe
so.
that, and
I
I
do
don't
as
think
well.
Kell Brook's the greatest fighter of all time. By the way, I think he's
No,
a
no.
good fighter, and right now, yeah, he's a bit past his best, but he's still better than anybody Crawford's fought at welterweight. He is,
Yeah.
and that's something he needs to do. He needs to take on a tough challenge, and if he's not going to take on Porter, give me a name right now that's a better name that he could fight against. Like in terms of giving him a tough fight and giving him a bit of credibility. Even if he has a very tough night and he just gets the victory, it's still a decent win. And that's
Hawker-
all we're looking for is credible opponents.
In the chat, Hawker Mustang says Kell Brook is damaged goods. Okay. Jin says Kell Brook is just a gatekeeper for newcomers. Go
No,
GB.
do you
Yeah, go
even
ahead.
understand
What
what
you
a
mean
fucking
newcomers?
gatekeeper is? Do you understand what? Hey, do you understand what a gatekeeper is? Do you actually understand what the word gatekeeper means? It means a guy that's basically there to stop. He's there. You beat this guy, you go through the gates to the top guys.
Yeah.
But he's always there. Everyone has to fight him. That's a gatekeeper. Kell Brook, two guys have beat Kell Brook, Errol Spence and Gennady Golovkin, two world-class fighters, arguably the best guys in their division. And you're sitting there calling him a gatekeeper because he lost to them guys. Fucking clowns. Let's be real. A
And
gatekeeper.
the one who's rated the best in his division
Derek
at
Chisora.
welterweight.
Derek Chisora is a gatekeeper. Paulie Malignaggi was a gatekeeper in the welterweight division. Them sort of guys, where you had to fight them just to get to the top boys, but they're there just in the way, aren't they?
Taco Bears
Gabe
in the
Rosado
chat.
was a gatekeeper.
Yeah, Gabe's a very good example.
No, that's a
Gabe.
journeyman. That's a journeyman.
No, he's not.
He's a good fighter. Bucci.
Yeah, because with a gatekeeper will find you out if you're not on your game on the night. If you cut corners and it's not happening on the night, then they'll find you out quickly, and then you know what levels you're at.
A lot of Gabe's losses aren't really losses, and that's part and parcel of it. And he gives people, sure, he's got 12 losses, but how many of them are legit? And he will expose people because he can box. If they're not good enough for world level, after they fought against Gabriel Rosado. A lot of people knew how good Selecki was after the Jacobs fight, didn't they? They all said, oh yeah, he's actually a good opponent. And he struggled life and death with Gabriel Rosado.
Yeah, he did. And let's be real, is Selecki a gatekeeper now? Because he lost to fucking them guys. Is he a gatekeeper? Of course he's not. A gatekeeper is a guy that's been hovering around there for ages. He's got a lot of defeats, let's be real, but he can find you out on the night if you're not 100%. So he's one of them where you get through him and you get to the big boys, and that's what a gatekeeper is. Kell Brook is he's one of the big boys for me, Kell Brook, still. Because I do believe that this guy getting the right shape with the right camp, with the right opponent in front of him, I think he's going to be a dangerous guy still. Because you don't lose that punching power. You might lose a bit of sharpness, but the punching power stays with you. I think that with the crispness of his right hand as well. I think
Boardroom.
Crawford
Look at this too. Boardroom bully by day and fucking long ass name. He says Kell Brook didn't get more losses because he fought nearly all cans. So then he says Kell Brook resume is worse than Wilder's. That's a lot of love for Kell Brook over here by Boardroom.
Yeah.
I mean, Kell Brook had the guts to fight.
I tell you what, Kell Brook beat Sean Porter more convincingly than anyone.
That's a good point. People forget about that.
And he had the guts to fight GGG. Wilder could have fought Klitschko, never did.
Yeah. Listen, Wilder, mate, he don't even want to fight fucking Joshua. Never mind fucking Klitschko.
He don't want to fight a fat off Meldonian Povetkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, we're talking about Kell Brook, and he's actually fighting, isn't he?
Yeah. He's actually fought.
Yeah, he's fighting against Mark DeLuca, isn't he?
I don't know.
He's coming back. He's had a little warm up. That's the problem with Kell Brook. There seems to be too many warm ups, not enough big fights. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not saying this guy. He's the top guy. Of course he's not. But on his day, he'll trouble anyone. You got to remember, Kell Brook at 60% gives Spence all he can handle. Actually, looked like Spence was starting to crumble at one time. It looked like Kell Brook was going to take Spence out, and Spence got a second win. That was the roids kicking in. And
the low blows and the headbutts.
Hey guys,
Spence. I think once Spence started throwing to the body, Kell Brook just couldn't. He just doesn't like the body shots. I think Spence tried to box Kell Brook at first, and I think he was getting outboxed. I think it's when he took it to the trenches and started throwing them hooks to the body. They started to take the life out of Kell Brook, and that's when the tide started to turn.
Interesting comment by AA Boxing and Blunts. He says Brook took a long time to get a title fight. He had an amazing night against Sean Porter, but that was his one and only good night in his full career. What do you guys think?
Yeah, he ruined his career even before the Golovkin fight. He fought mandatory, then he fought Frankie Gavin, which was a voluntary. He could have fought any other fighter, and he chose that guy. Like,
when he
Oh
fought
god, that
Joe
was
Jordan
horrible.
and Kevin
So
Bizier.
Yeah,
everything
Kevin
went
Vizier.
down.
But Joe Dan was a mandatory. He had to fight Joe Dan. But the other two, I don't think he did.
So you
Could have
gotta
fought
blame
big
Eddie
names,
Hearn
but
for
he just
this.
didn't want it.
Terrible. That Frankie Gavin fight. I mean, it's probably one of the worst matchups I've ever seen. Honestly,
Can I at least try to explain that? Can I at least try to explain that?
yeah, he was a mandatory, but
No, he
it's going to
wasn't.
be
He
hard to
wasn't.
explain.
He
He was a
wasn't a mandatory.
voluntary.
He was a voluntary, but at least let me try to explain it.
Go on, go
Eddie
ahead.
Hearn, right, has this like patent of using like Olympians in the UK, and he thinks that because they were part of Team GB, he can market them as bronze medalists, etc. And Kell Brook needed a pay-per-view fight because he needed to get paid more money. That's what Kell Brook was complaining about.
Yeah, but
So what
Frankie
he
Gavin
tried to
didn't
do,
win a gold in the Olympics. He's a world champion,
I
weren't he?
didn't,
He didn't win
I didn't
a
say
bronze.
gold, but
Sorry,
he
a
take,
bronze.
yeah,
He didn't win
and
He
bronze,
didn't win a bronze.
and he takes on
He
these
won a
like
bronze in the world.
Olympians and
Sorry, McGregor, but he
God.
won a bronze in the world championship, not the Olympics.
Yeah, fair enough. But what I'm saying is he takes on Olympians, whether they're medalists or not. But he takes on people who were part of Team GB. That's what he does. A lot of them are. You look at Kelly, you look at Cardina, you look at all of these guys. He goes all the way through Team GB and tries to market them like that way.
Buatsi's another one.
Exactly. So Frankie Gavin, that was kind of the start of that kind of mold that he was doing there. And he thought because of that, and it didn't pan out, obviously, if you look at the pay-per-view numbers, it was like 20K, which is terrible. Still surprised they even did more than one pay-per-view, boy. That was the whole point of that. So he was just trying to do like a domestic fight because that was the start of him trying to build up this domestic level competition. And it didn't go well. Now it's starting to go better and it has done better over the years, but it was at the wrong point. And we see a lot of that happening. And we do see it. Look,
Eddie Hearn fucking cost Sky a lot of subscribers when he started putting on Kell Brook v Frankie Gavin, Cleverly versus Bellew. I mean, they're just not pay-per-view cards, and it got to the stage where this guy was conning it. He got corny, and he was conning it. And I think Sky had to have a word with him. That's why his cards have improved. All right, they're not great cards these days, but they're a lot better than what they used to be. I mean, let's be real. His cards were. I mean, how can you Frankie Gavin, Kell Brook pay-per-view? I mean, let that sink in for a minute. I mean, you know, and let's be real. Kell Brook, dumb as a fucking box of rocks, isn't he? Dumb as a fucking box of rocks. You know, just probably sat there, okay, Eddie. Do you know what I mean? When Eddie's going, yeah, Frankie's a good opponent, isn't it? You know, that guy that, you know, has got about 4 KOs. You know what I mean? An alcoholic when he's not in camp. You know, one shot to the body and he's over. You know that one, Kel? Yeah, that's the one. We'll take that fight, innit? I've joked. And then we bring the Canadian Frankie Gavin over. You know what I mean? Was it Jojo Dan?
Bizier, or Jojo Dan, Frankie Gavin,
Both of
then
where's
Bizier.
Bizier from? Where's Bizier from? Is he Canadian as well?
I think so. The last name
Yeah,
sounds Canadian.
I mean, fighting 2 Canadians. I'm fighting one's embarrassing enough. Never mind fighting 2, one after another. I mean, it was just disgraceful. And he just never went forward after that. Then he sort of like, he's sitting there like in the paddling pool, like, you know, paddling away with the children. Then all of a sudden he's been chucked in the fucking Olympic pool in the deep end. And Gennady Golovkin's on board waiting for him, sort of thing. And that's what happened. And he just wasn't ready for that sort of. I'm in 2 divisions. This guy should have stayed at welterweight and gone after the big boys there. Manny Pacquiao fight was there for him at that time. Manny Pacquiao would have fought him. That fight, he'd have made as much money as he did against Golovkin fighting Pacquiao.
Wasn't Marcus there as well?
Yeah, Marquez was there. They was talking about the Marquez fight. Marquez wanted it. Kell Brooks, like I said, just ruined his career. I've got no time for fighters that have all that talent and ruin their careers. Let's be real, he spent most of it chasing Amir Khan around like some fucking lovesick teenager.
Mark, is there anyone good on the Devontae Davis Gamboa undercard?
I'll check now. I haven't actually looked at it because I don't give a crap. But let me have a look at the card. I'll look at the card right now. So the event. Jean Pascal versus Badu Jack. That's a good fight.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Us Katsugui is fighting Lionel Thompson. That's another good fight. I like that. Let's see in terms of prospects. Angelo Leo, he's an okay fighter. He's fighting Cesar Juarez. He's an alright up and comer, 18-0. Elvin Gambarov, he's a decent prospect to keep an eye on. At super welterweight. You know how I am with me Eastern European and North Asian stuff. He's an Azerbaijani fighter. So there's some okay things on there. I'd say the best fight on that entire card, hands down, though, has to be that Badu Jack versus Jean Pascal fight. The WBA World Light Heavyweight title is on the line. Oh, Pascal's regular now, isn't he? He was promoted because Bivol got promoted. Yeah. So Pascal, and the WBC Silver's on the line. So the WBC
that is a
Silver.
good fight.
That is Badu Jack, Jean Pascal. Badu Jack coming off of a loss to Marcus Brown and being turned into a slot machine, and Jean Pascal rewriting the clock and beating Marcus Brown. Yo, I like that fight.
Well, hang on a sec, I've got a message I need to read. 1 minute.
Yeah, no worries, too. Actually, in all honesty, that could be. People are going to say, nah, McGregor. That could be low key a fight of the year contender. Pascal Badu Jack. Both those guys come to fight. Like, I don't know what you guys think about that, but I wonder what the people in the chat think. Are you guys interested in that fight? Let me have a look at the chat. Let's have a look. Yeah, who's everybody got between Jack and Pascal? Because I like that fight. Blue Collar Sports, aka Del Boy. What up, Del? Says Jack unanimous decision. We got Apology Man, who's also in the call. Says Jack by KO. You think Jack's gonna KO Pascal?
Yeah,
Apology.
yeah.
Wow. Pascal's a hard man to stop.
He is maybe not KO, TKO, I should say.
There's only two guys who've ever stopped Pascal. Well, one guy actually, and that's Kovalev twice, isn't it?
Yeah, he took a beating in those fights and other fights as well. I think he's has some wear and tear on him. And Jack's really strong and he's got good work to the body, so I think he might get the late TKO.
But could Jack's cut affect him? Because that was so deep. Has he fully healed on scar tissue from that?
Yeah, that's a good point, man.
That's a very good point, like, to me. And what happens if he gets, like, if that opens up that wound? Like we saw against Marcus Brown, when that wound opened up, it was night over for Badu. And he was also overextending a lot in that fight. This is a nice fight. This is a very nice fight. This is about how, and Badu Jack makes hard work of fights he should win. So, like, I'm not too sure. Let's have a look what people are saying in the chat. Bay Area says Pascal will get a KO. GB Boxing going for the draw. Fair enough. It's a Badu Jack fight. Yo, Jack majority decision from SSB. L Dog's got Pascal. Oh, yo, this is 50-50. Yo, they actually have a good fight on. Yes. I'm actually excited now. I have something to enjoy. And we have some Asian fights coming up. Yoka, my boy, is in action. But, like, Don Hearn, Jack will win. Pascal's style is tailor-made for Jack. Well, you know, Badu, he's kind of a rusher, nip-tuck rusher. And then Pascal, he's kind of in a similar mold. Who's the better fighter? Who's the better fighter inside the pocket, lads? Yo, some people rock him with Pascal. Some people rock him with Badu Jack. Both these men got chins. Both these guys can kind of punch decently. Like Pascal's punching power is alright. Badu's punching power is alright. They're both sturdy. Jack's 73-inch reach. Pascal, he has those short arms as well. He's 72-inch reach. Jack with the height advantage, 2.5 inches. Both men kind of bordering on shot. This is a crossroads fight. They're both pretty much the same age. Crazy to think Badu Jack is 1 year younger than Pascal. That's it.
Pascal's basically using a car analogy. Pascal's been driven long distance to work every day while Badu Jack sat on the drive for most of it. Because even when Badu Jack was fighting, never got that. Well, he gave it his all. Very technically sound fighter. He keeps in good shape, doesn't he? He does all the basics well. Very fundamentally sound, and he breaks you down. And he's a very good fighter. He's a very good fighter, Badu Jack. He really is. But I just don't get that where he seems to throw fights away. He never seems to give it his all. You always feel that he left a bit in the tank. And that's probably what's cost him a few victories. That's why he has so many draws.
Who do you think's going to win this fight still?
I think Badu Jack. I think Badu Jack with his fundamentals. Pascal can get a bit wild at times, especially when he's chasing the fight. I think. But Badu Jack, like I said, just finds a way to lose a fight, doesn't he? He just finds a way. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Badu Jack. Too much.
I'm trying to find odds on the fight. It's not on Paddy Power. Badu Jack and Pascal. I like that, Stu. That could be a low-key, real good fight, like a fight of the year kind of status. Because both those guys' styles are going to mesh. And they do like to go toe-to-toe. Who's got the better chin? Who's the harder puncher? I think Jack's the better boxer, but he doesn't do enough. He just doesn't kind of.
But Pascal's a bit like that sometimes as well.
That's true.
I think Pascal's the better puncher. I think Badu Jack. I think he's a crisper puncher. I think he'll weigh you down quicker because his shots are landing cleaner. But I think Pascal. I think they're both just swing their fucking arm back and let one go. I think Pascal probably is the bigger puncher. There's not a lot. I think Pascal's got a very good chin. That's for sure. I don't think he's going to get stopped by Badu. It'll be a point.
I'm actually excited. I mean, fucking hell. That's so good, that fight. There's a lot of people in the chat who are 50-50 on it. Some are like Pascal's got him, others are like Jack's got him. Very rarely you see that, and that's a true 50-50 there. I think I'm going to rock with Pascal.
Why was this the main event?
Because they're trying to hype up the little midget.
My head's throbbing. Sorry, guys. I need to take some painkillers.
Right. Well, Stu gets his ecstasy fix. Let's go and have a look.
I wish I was taking one of them.
Oh, good. Yeah, this fight's gone the distance.
Yeah, so when certain people call me drunken baby boomer, for a start, I wasn't born in the fucking. I'm not a '60s kid for a start. I fucking get your maths right, and barely ever drink. I probably had about there's probably 3 times when I've had a few drinks and I've come on the show, but that's about it. And all the time I've been on the show, I don't drink. I haven't even drank over Christmas. Got 20 cans of Stella Artois in the fridge, not touch one. I had too much going on. Fucking When you got shit going on, you know, obviously with my dad and that, like being sick, not long left. Drink makes you even worse, doesn't it? Fucking sends you to depression, man. I don't want that.
Yeah, I'm
Drink's the
betting
last
on the
thing you.
draw.
Right?
I'm betting on the draw on this fight, 16-1.
Well, Badu is fired, so you know how Badu Jack is.
And I also know that Pascal's got a draw on him somewhere.
But anyway, fuck that fight. Anyway, let's move on.
I'm there hyper as fuck for the last 10 minutes and still was like, fuck that fight, let's move on.
Yeah, fucking is what it is, isn't it? I mean, Pascal, he's been around since time began. I can't believe he's still fighting. Just going through the boxing news here. See what we've got. Jesse, what do you think about Mikey Garcia, Jesse Vargas? What do you think about that?
Fuck that fight, let's move on, yeah? Nah, I don't
Yeah,
mind. I think
Well, no,
it's an alright
to be
fight.
honest with you, I'm quite happy to move on. That's how I feel about that fight.
yeah.
But just
I mean, it's not Jesse
it's just
Vargas was gonna beat
it's
Mikey.
Mikey for me. It's not even Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas will come to fight. Will Mikey? That's
I don't know.
no go in that guy, man. He's got fucking no go in him whatsoever. Just
Can I ask one question though? Like just about this fight, do you think Jesse Vargas would beat Lipinets? You know, I don't, and I think Mikey could outbox Vargas.
I'm not sure, man. I think maybe early, but I think Vargas will put it on him eventually. Vargas can box as well, you know.
It really depends. How many pimples does Vargas have on his back for this fight?
I don't know, man.
60, 70?
He's fighting at welterweight, not at 154, so he shouldn't need that much.
yeah. Depends how many chins Mikey Garcia's got in that fight as well. Look, I just think Mikey he's another one that don't want it. I think this is a guy that's just naturally talented and just never really fancied boxing. He just does it because he's good at it. It's a living. I think if someone else come along, he'd be out of boxing in a heartbeat. You just get that feeling with Mike. Like anyone that's making like 3 or 4 million a fight and then wants to be a policeman says everything. Everything you need to know about Mikey. Just don't think that guy wants to. But when you've got a talent, and I mean, where else would you earn $3 million? You're not going to do that, are you?
Mikey's going to win that fight.
That's why a lot of boxers. That's why a lot of boxers do it. A lot of them don't want to do it. Trust me. It's a horrible sport to be in, isn't it? Let's be real. He wants to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, run in the rain, and fucking torture your body, diet, and think about a guy that you're fighting every night before you go to bed. Not even allowed to fucking fuck your missus. Do you know what I mean? It's just a horrible sport to be in. And then you get fucked over by your promoters. You might go and put a Vicks up your nose and get done for drugs when you innocently went to a chemist to get something for a runny nose. All of a sudden, you're busted for peds. It's just a tiring sport to be in, isn't it? Let's be real.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm looking at Vargas, man. I don't rate him. I've never rated Vargas. I've always been a fucking
He's
hater.
average. He's got like a good 1-2, but that's about it.
I know.
Average. He's got decent body shots as well. He's improving. I've seen improvements from him, but I don't know, he's just like mid-level.
I mean, he stopped Soto, but Soto's shot as hell. And that was his last performance. Before that, like, didn't he have 2 back-to-back draws with Browner and Delorme?
I know the
He was
Broner
getting
was
beat up
draw.
by Delorme, yeah.
I'm not sure about Delorme. I didn't watch that fight.
What did you score, Browner and Vargas?
I scored it for Vargas.
I thought that was a tight fight as well. I mean, is Mikey, like, I know a lot of people hate Mikey, but is Mikey worse than Browner? I don't think so.
No,
I think Mikey
no.
beats Browner at 147.
Yeah,
People are like, he's crap
anyway.
at 147. But that's based off of Errol Spence. He was just better than Mikey. Just too big for him, all wrong for him. Nothing Mikey can do against Errol Spence. But Jesse Vargas? I don't know. I know Vargas is a lot taller. Isn't he like 5'10", 5'11"? He got those short arms, isn't he? I don't know, man, about this week. Yeah, yeah, I think Mikey beats him.
Jamal Charlo offered Demetrius Andrade fight by Eddie Hearn. Is another. What do you think?
Yeah,
How do you
read
see
that.
that one going? How do you see that one going, boy?
Charlo against Andrade.
Yeah.
Well, only one of them's actually beaten a decent middleweight, right? Andrade beat Selecki. I mean, even Walter Cock and Duck was a better middleweight than Dennis fucking Hogan and Brian Adams in the summer of '69. Like,
Yeah, but like I said, with a fight, sometimes opponents don't really mean a lot.
no, I know. I think Andrade is better than him.
When you know, that's what I'm saying. When you look at these two guys, it doesn't matter who's got the best resume, who's got the style that's going to win
Andrade.
this fight.
Charlo has to pressure Andrade. Andrade on the back foot will jab him all night.
Well,
Charlo can't cut a ring off.
Charlo has no choice to pressure Andrade because Charlo can't fight in the back. He's dreadful. He looked terrible when he was doing it against Harrison. He looked at his best when he was coming forward behind the guard and letting them bombs go. He's very wide with his shots, Charlo, isn't he? Fucking throws real wide shots. And I think Andrade could exploit that with his crisp and punchy. But Andrade could also get in one of them swinging wars, if you get what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Charlo caught him. I've seen Andrade. I don't trust the chin on the guy. I don't trust his chin
Agreed.
at all. And I feel the minute it gets fucking clocked by someone with a bit of pop, which Charlo has got, I got a feeling he's going to sleep. I just think Charlo might have enough in his power to win that one on stoppage. I don't think Charlo can win on points. I don't think he's got the boxing skills to outbox Andrade. But if I was to pick a winner and I had to bet my house on it, let's just say that I'd say Charlo knockout.
I genuinely
Andrade's
think.
overrated for me. Go ahead, man.
I think Andrade schools him. I think he skins him. I think he skins him on the back foot. I think Andrade fights super negatively. Charlo can't cut a ring off. He keeps walking onto jabs. Andrade just puts on the most boring performance of his career and wins. I think like he Floyd Mayweather's him.
But Charlo throws enough shots that one of them's going to land.
But baby Charlo does. But
big
Charlo isn't.
He's not like a skilled technician on the back foot. You know, let's calm down here a little bit about Andrade's back foot fighting skills. You know, he's all right. Like, he's all right.
Charlo's
I
a
don't
counter puncher, though. That's what he is. He's a
I don't know
counter
if he
puncher.
is. I don't think he is. I
think
don't think he can counter punch him up. I honestly don't. I don't think he was counter punching against Harrison. He was the one pressing the fight in both ones. He was the one leading the shot.
That's different Charlos.
Which Charlo are we talking about?
Surely we're talking about Big Charlo at 160.
Well, but basically, yeah, I got confused there. That's what I mean when you're talking about these fucking two. I always get confused. But it doesn't matter because they both fight the same anyway. You've seen one Charlo fight, you've seen the other. So that's how I'm with it. I don't know if I don't know if Andrade can stay away from Charlo's power. He's a big puncher. I'm not saying he's a massive puncher. When you look at his record, it's not like fucking Wilder sort of stats, but he's a big puncher. If he hits you clean, you're going to sleep. I'm gonna
put it like this. This is just me in terms of boxing. If Korobov was able to neutralize Big Charlo, Andrade's gonna neutralize Big Charlo.
Yeah, but Korobov's, I think, better than Andrade at defensive fighting. The amateur background, the amateur pedigree, put him in good stead for that fight. Let's just say that because
Andrade has a very good amateur background.
Andrade gets caught. He's not that clever. He flies into shots. Look what happened when he got hurt against Cool Kai. He just started swinging with his chin in the air, just getting caught. He's getting caught with big shots. If Cool Kai had anything about him, Andrade wouldn't be a champion today because he fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we say that. But if
the way he left his chin around, he could have got hurt bad that night. But Cold just had nothing in his shots. But it was terrible. Listen, let me tell you something. If Charlo's swinging them shots, Cold was hitting him. It's over. It's over quick.
I mean, we can say that all we want, but Kulkoy was given Derevianchenko. Actually, Kulkoy had a very good case against Derevianchenko to arguably beat him. And he gave Derevianchenko all types of hell. Kulkoy is one of the most awkward fighters in the world to fight.
Yes, but it doesn't matter. If you're this skilled technician on the back foot, you should be able to keep Kulkoy off you. This is not Gennady Golovkin that's cutting off the angles here and strolling forward and mentally pressuring her as well. This is not a guy that's. It's hard to explain, man. He should have done a lot better.
Kulkoy a way better inside pocket fighter than Charlo, and very good at getting on top of people. One of the best in the business. Genuinely one of the best in the business.
If you can't keep Kulkoy off, you forget about keeping Charlo off. I'm telling you.
Nah,
Charlo beat Kulkoy. Charlo beat.
I think he'd struggle with Kulkoy.
No, I don't.
I think he'd really struggle with Jack Kulkoy. I don't think
Derevchenko has never looked impressive. I mean, the only time I've really seen him look impressive was when he got beat by Golovkin. He was close fight. He was impressive, but Golovkin was poor. But he's never really impressed me that highly anyway, so it wouldn't surprise me that Kulkoy. Because he's one of them fighters that can give anyone a hard time on the nut. But
what about when he went evens with Danny Jacobs?
Who? Danny Jacobs. Yeah, Danny Jacobs won the fight. Like I said, he's the nearly man, isn't he, Derevchenko? Nearly does enough, but enough. So it's one of them guys that I think he's always going to be in close fights, Derevchenko. No matter what the level he's fighting, he can hold it with the world-class fighters and he can hold it with the level below. Same sort of fights all the time. He's never going to be dominant. He's probably got that style that just makes it that way. But I don't know. I don't have the answers. But he's never really impressed me highly. I mean, I suppose he's impressed me, but he's not won the fight. So, this is about victories here. This is a fucking results business. So that's my problem.
Plus, we're arguing about a fight that's not going to happen anyway.
I don't know, man. No, I think Charlo Andrade could fight.
I don't.
Eddie Hearn's offered him a one-fight deal. So as soon as he wins, he can just take his belts over to Heyman. Makes sense.
If that fight goes the distance, do you think Charlo's getting the victory on the DAZN? I don't.
I watch fucking it's Boxing Day and Boxing Day show. I think it was called what was it called? Boxing. I don't know. It was on Sky Sports anyway, and showing all the years boxing. And I caught the last hour of it, and they showed that Katie Taylor fight. Man, she got a fucking ass whooped. Because I missed that fight, the Taylor fight. I missed half of it. I fell asleep during that, and I've never watched it. I just don't like women's boxing, so I don't care if her name's Katie Taylor, Clarissa Shields. Just don't like watching women's boxing, so I missed it. But I was watching it on the program they had on about all the years boxing, and she got a fucking ass whooped, man. How did she get through that one? Do you know what I mean, man? Do you know what's I'm on
politics? About? Yeah.
So I can see why you think. I can see why you think Eddie Hearn has got the judges in his pocket, because Katie's one of his little favourites. He's always going on about Katie. Oh, she's as good as the men. No, she ain't. I'd beat the fuck out of Katie Taylor. What are you on about? She's as good as the men. She could even beat me. Get out of here, man. Somebody's overhyping Katie Taylor for something she's not. She's a good fighter, don't get me wrong. But every time I've seen her in a fight, I don't know, man. She looked like she's getting her ass whooped to me. Yeah, she's won some of them, but the last few fights she's been in, she looks like she's been getting her ass whooped. So, and then he heard, he just, like I said, Devin Haney's the next Floyd Mayweather, DAZN are lucky to have him and all that, and then goes and stinks the fucking joint out. Like, he's up there with Billy Joe Saunders' performance, it was terrible. So, he needs to calm down with these guys. But I can understand where you're coming from with the Eddie Hearn robbery. I didn't even see it. I thought, nah, I ain't really seeing that. But then when I saw the Katie Taylor, because I know what he feels about Katie Taylor, if that's Joshua, it's the same. You're just not going to get a decision on the cards with these people. Joshua, Katie Taylor, who's another one? Who's another one he likes? It's hard
Callum
to say.
Smith.
No, I don't know. I don't know. He's done a terrible job with Callum Smith, though, hasn't he?
I think he still likes him. I think he's trying to get Callum Smith to a Anfield fight, and I think we'll get that with the Ryder rematch.
Dillian White. You're not going to get a decision against Dillian White. You can forget that. Yeah, I'm starting to see it now. And I didn't see it. It's only when I watched that fucking Katie Taylor fight, it all clicked in. I thought, you know what? That's a disgusting robbery, man. How can you give that to Taylor? And that's when it all. But I don't believe that Josh. So anyone who tries to use that excuse for the Taylor Prograis thing, I'm not having that. That was the right decision. The right guy won.
Yeah, fuck Andrade and Charlo. Just, I don't care. Both of them need to fight somebody, so they should fight each other, and that's the fight that should happen. And it's a good fight. It's competitive. Has me and Stu arguing over who wins, and I think it has a lot of fans arguing. Like in the chat, who does everybody think wins between Charlo? Everybody, who y'all think wins, Charlo or Andrade? I want to see what people in the chat think. If everyone can hear me, anyway. Because I don't even know.
Yeah, if you're listening, guys, come on, get involved. We want to know who you think would win of Jamal Charlo. That's the big one with the A-L-L, Jamal, against Andrade. I said, I believe Charlo would win that one by stoppage. Mark has it, Andrade by points. So, yeah, get your predictions in, guys. It's only a fantasy fight. It don't matter if no one's right, no one's wrong. So let's see what everyone says. I just don't see the hype with Boo Boo, man. There's something with Boo Boo. I've always thought that. Just something in this guy I just don't rate. He didn't even look good against Selecki, really, throwing them fucking wide shots. Selecki's another one, isn't he? Turns up, does all right, and that's about it.
I'm not Selecki's biggest fan, to be honest with you.
Nah, me neither. Me neither. Just turns up, does all right, and loses. Job done.
I think Eubank Jr. is better than Selecki.
I'm trying to get on this. Yeah, Eubank Jr. beat Selecki, I think. I don't know, though. Selecki's quite a good boxer, and Eubank, anyone with any sort of footwork seems to trouble Eubank.
No, absolutely.
Right, we've got. Let's have a look. That we've got. Foul poll says Andrade. Unanimous decision. MB says Andrade. SSB28 Andrade. Unanimous decision. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk says it's a 50-50. Oh, that's cowardly. That's sort of thing Lennox Lewis would say, or David Hay. Andrade says Barry McCockiner. Jonathan Finch says Charlo. Big stiff idiot. Why does my phone just?
That's a great name, Barry McCockiner.
Right,
Do you not see that name, Stu? Barry McCockiner.
Barry McCockiner. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. Yeah. Didn't want to say.
That's a great name.
Nah. I didn't want to say. But yeah, I've just got a text message off my fucking missus now. It's gone off my screen. I can't find you. Wait, I got a new phone, man. So I'm just trying to work it out.
Yo, GB Boxing saying Williams being pushed for that 160 WBO spot. Liam Williams against Andrade. Hold on.
I tell you what, Liam Williams. I'm picking Liam Williams by knockout.
I'm picking Liam Williams by knockout, and I'm picking him to knock out Charlo too, by the way. Unless Charlo's got a chin like his brother.
That'd be a good fight. That with Charlo, Liam Williams. I really want to see that. Like I said, I'm no fucking Charlo fan. Go back and listen to the shows. I've got nothing good to say about him, but I've got eyes and they work. I see he's half decent. He is. When he gets it right on the night, and he's in good shape. He is a fucking hard man to beat. He's tough.
He is,
carries
but
some
at
confidence.
160, he's been lackluster. At 154, I think he was a monster. Look what he did to J-Rock.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you just don't have the right opponents. And like I said, I think the Korobov, it was the Korobov, wasn't it? The one that I think he got stuck in gear, sort of thing. You know, fighting these easy pushovers, and I think he just expected to turn up on the night and blow Korobov away, and then he come up against a guy with world-class amateur experience. This guy's no mug. This guy was a world champion amateur. He's a fucking he's seen all styles. Very hard man to beat, Matt Korobov. And I don't think Charlo realised what he was in there against. That's ignorance. A lot with the American fighters, you get it, where they just don't know who the opponents are half the time. They're too ignorant to look them up. And they just think, oh, I'll beat this guy. Who's he from? Where's he from? Oh, he's from there. I'll beat this guy. They turn up and they realise they've got a fucking a real handful on their hands. Do you know what I mean? Because that amateur boxing, it means quite a bit, you know. When you're an amateur world champion or an Olympic gold medalist, you've got to have boxing skills. You just don't win them sort of medals.
Andrade is also an amateur world champion, and he's a southpaw, just like Korobov.
Yeah, well, there you go then. You might be right. But I know, like I said, I know Andrade could be about boxing Charlo for 10 rounds. All it takes is Charlo to land and it's over. I've seen Andrade. He's shaky. He's shaky, mate.
I think you're right on that, but I also feel like Charlo has I think he has that style that's just a bit too open sometimes as well. And I think if he rushes too much with Andrade could actually enjoy a very nice night. That's what I'm thinking could happen. But
Charlo, the thing with Charlo, they fight with so much anger. The Charlos, that when they get someone hurt, they're wild. They fucking fly, and they're very like Deontay Wilder, where you see all the aggression come out when they get someone hurt, and they lose shape, don't they? Their fucking technique goes out the window, and they become square on, and they become a fucking, you know, a shit fighter. Well, no, it's not a shit fighter. It's just they're there for the taking. Let's just say that. You fucking leave yourself wide open, square on, swinging bombs. You're gonna, if you get caught, you're out. They're the ones you don't see when you're fucking sitting in the pocket swinging them sort of shots. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm tired. Sorry, man. It's hard for me to get my words out tonight. I've had a lot on, man. A lot on my plate.
I'm trying to get a lot on my plate right now, man. I'm cooking while we talk.
Well, like I said, man, fucking with my dad, like my dad's, I don't even know if he's going to be alive when I get up. You know, it's quite bad. So I've been fucking dealing with that today, man. It's just fuck me head up. I've got missus that just does me head in as well. Fucking trying to constantly texting me when I'm trying to do a boxing show. Do you know what I mean? I just nonsense as well. I bet when I read it, it's going to be a load of fucking nonsense. So I've just had a stressful day today, and struggling to get my words out.
It's probably going to be like, did you see that there were like 4 Freddos in Asda for like 75 pence?
For what?
4 Freddos. Freddos. The little Cadbury chocolate bars that had the frog on them back in the 90s that you could get for 10p.
I can't remember that. I was a posh boy, mate. We only had Ferrero Rocher, you know that. No, I'm only talking. I'm joking.
Nah, Freddo's a proper chab chocolate right there.
Yeah.
That's what I used to be eating. That's what I grew up on. I didn't know what Foxes were till I turned 24.
Foxes, yeah.
Yeah, Foxes biscuits, the McVitie's Victoria and all. I have them. I have the Jacob's Elite Kimberly's, you know. Quality Streets. Good old chocolates.
Oh, I do have the cakes. Let's read the chat. Let's read the chat, man. Korobov was piecing up Eubank before getting injured, says SSB 28. Andrade can be hurt though. Varnish dropped him. Yeah, MB's seeing it. I'm seeing it. Andrade's not really been in there.
That's a prime Varnish. That's a prime Varnish.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, He hasn't been in there with big punches, man. He hasn't. And when he does go in there with people that can pop a little bit, he's getting rocked to his boots. Wait till Charlo gets hold of him. Right. Andrade was brilliant in the amateurs, says Jonathan Murrison. Fred Hawthorne's kids are amazing at mathematics. Did everyone know that? They're good at making sesame chicken curry too. I have no idea what Celtics on about. Reese Max is sorry about your dad. Yeah, cheers, Reese. It is what it is, man, isn't it? You know, what can you do? He's he's 70s, he's in his 70s. He's got fucking asbestos cancer in the lungs. That's like being a builder because he's a builder. All that shit they used to put in the materials, especially the installation and all that. That's where all the asbestos lies, isn't it? All in the roof of these buildings, these old buildings, and the bricks and everything. So that because he's been a builder all his life, he's got asbestos cancer in the lungs. There's nothing they can do it. He had a bit chopped out, and I went to see him today, man. He looked bad, man. He looked fucking bad. So yeah, man, it is what it is. What can you do? Big stiff idiots. Oh no, let's go up a bit. Hang on a second. Let's go up a bit. Can scroll down. Stu, stay strong, lad. Says Celtic 67. Respect Celtic 67. Thank you, my man. Apology, man. Says tell her to shut the fuck up. No, fuck off. Sorry, someone come across my screen. Tell her to fuck off, Stu. Oh, I do. They don't listen, do they, women? Just annoying, aren't they? They're fucking just like. They're just like bad noises in your ear all the time, aren't they? You know, you just can't chill. They're just there, aren't they? You think you're getting 5 minutes and they just pop up. If it's not them walking through your door, it's a little fucking bubble popping up on your phone with their grid on it saying, "What are you up to? Where are you?" Oh God! I mean, we've all got to put up with lads, haven't we? We've all got to put up with it. Draining this fuck.
They always seem to message you when you're on the bog as well.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah, when there's a football game on, when there's a good game on, it's like end-to-end action. 4 goals in 25 minutes. And she's sitting there talking about Emmerdale and what slippers she's got on and stuff. And so fuck off. I'm watching the football, man.
They always come up with something like, is Aaron still gay then in Emmerdale? Will you fuck off?
G-Boxing says cherry drops. Oh, cherry drops are the best. Love cherry drops. Wham bars, MB. Wham bars, man. You've just reminded me. I need to go and get myself a wham bar. Fruit salads and wham bars.
A few curly whirlies, man.
I stopped eating blackjacks because obviously when you've got a bit of a reputation to keep with the ladies, you can't be going around with a black tongue, and it makes you purple tongue. It makes your tongue go all purple. You look like one of them fucking husky dogs. So no, I don't eat the blackjacks. Like I said, got a reputation to keep up, boys.
Stu Husky Little.
Yeah. The husky hunk, Stu the husky hunk little, isn't it? But
Stu the husky hunk little, fucking hell.
My condolences, says you can do it, Corky. Thank you, Corky. GB Boxing, I remember Lucasade in the glass bottles. What is it with Lucasade, especially with old people? You know when you're in a hospital, I'm not saying myself, but you can fucking just escape the near-death experience, you know. The fucking medical science keeps you alive. You're on a fucking life support machine, and your aunts and your uncles, your grandparents, they bring in Lucasade. Oh, that'll make you better, that Wilson. You know, drink that. No, it ain't gonna make me fucking better. It's just gonna make me wide awake in this hospital all night. It ain't gonna make me better at all. Why do old people think Lucasade's gonna make you feel better?
When I'm sick, man, I love my waddy blackcurrant. I don't know what it is. It just makes me feel fresh. You know, blackcurrant by my waddy. Like.
I don't like blackcurrant. Only fizzy blackcurrant. Oh, Vimto's the only drink blackcurrant I can drink. I don't like orange. Orange. If I drink orange, the watered orange, not the orange juice, I can drink that. If I drink still orange with water, disgusting. It makes me feel sick. Even smells are sick. Smell it. Next time you drink orange, smell it. It smells of fucking sick. Liverpool beat Leicester 4-0. Bloody hell, 4-0, man. I've lost the chat. Hang on a sec, guys. Chat back up. Oh, I had to reset the screen. Vitamin C still, yeah, gives you energy, but I don't want to be wide awake. Why do you need loads of energy sitting in a fucking hospital bed with loads of old people around you? You know, sitting there raving. What are you going to do? Have a rave or something? I want to go to bed. I want to sleep that visit away until I can go home. I don't want to be wide awake. Exactly, Sue says Taco Beristain. I don't know what he's on about though. Stu, don't bother. Yeah, I've read that. Leicester got beat 4. Liverpool are the best team in Europe. Liverpool are the best team in the world, actually. They are the best team in the world football. They're the best team in world football right now. Even when they're playing bad, they grind out results. Yeah, a very, very good side. My favourites to win that Champions League again. They've not really looked great in the Champions League so far, but they remind me of the old Italians. You know, when the Italians in a World Cup, they'd look dreadful all the way through the group stages, just scrape through. But each round, they'd keep getting better and better. Before you know it, they're in the final, winning it. And I think that's what Liverpool are a bit like this season. Never really set the world alight, but just doing enough, aren't they? So, tomato snaps, I haven't had that. Lucas Hayden's Snickers bar is my favourite chocolate bar. All the technology they have these days, all the foods, and not one of them has topped the Snickers bar. The Snickers bar is still the top chocolate bar out there. It used to be a marathon when I was young. I don't know if I'm showing my age yet. Do you guys remember when it was called the marathon? And then they changed it to the Snickers, because I think in America it's called Snickers, but in the UK it was called marathon, and then they changed it to Snickers. Do you
When
remember
I
that?
was growing up, me granddad and me dad used to tell me it was called the marathon bar. So that's telling you you're showing your age there still. So I always
Yeah.
called it Snickers.
Yeah, it was the dime bar, says Mark. Yeah, the fucking dime bars they're still about now. I see one the other day in the shops.
They're nice.
Real Madrid are still the best team I've seen this decade. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. What about the Barcelona team? I mean, I don't know, man. That Man City team has got. I suppose you've got to win the Champions League. Don't mind
I
the
know City
Twix, to
didn't
be
win the
fair.
Champions League. They didn't win
Says
the Champions League.
no. It's Blue Collar Sports. Is that Del Boy?
That's Del Boy.
Yeah, Del Boy says I don't mind Twix. To be fair, Twix are bad. I still buy Twix when I go shopping. You know, when you buy your chocolate bars for the fridge, Twix is always
Oh
in
yeah,
my
man.
fridge. And the caramel bars, all the old school bars, Snickers. Chelsea Whoopers, says Mark. I'm a Chelsea fan. What are you trying to say, Mark?
You a Chelsea fan, Stu?
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm a City fan, man.
I used to go Chelsea all the time, but just lost its identity. It's all about money now. You go there now. I'll
Same
tell
with
you what.
City.
Yeah, you go to Chelsea now. They're all like rich foreigners in the crowd. They're all like rich foreigners. Don't the atmosphere's took a bit of a hit. It's expensive as well, man. Fucking really expensive. I bought my twin sons a Chelsea kit each I had to get it from the Chelsea shop. They're expensive, man. Still expensive. You'd think it'd be a bit cheaper in the Chelsea shop, but you know it's more than the other shops.
It's ridiculous. It really is the prices. I got my little lad. I got him a Man City kit. Right? He's 4 still, yeah? 4.
Oh yeah,
4-year-old City kit. 70 quid, mate.
that's what I'm saying. They're
70.
expensive, aren't they? Yeah. When you got
Ridiculous.
twins, you got to buy. When you got twins, can you imagine buying 2 of them?
No. Oh, that's too much, man.
It
It's
is.
far too much. Because it's just it's gone too much in terms of like all this crap. I remember when I was a kid, like I went to Main Road. Like Man City has that new stadium and everything, right? And
Yeah, lovely stadium.
I can't talk football with Man City fans anymore.
Because they're not proper.
of them,
Because they're all glory hunt. Where's all these City fans? When I was younger, you had to go to Manchester to see a Man City fan. You wouldn't find one anywhere in the country. I mean, Bay Area is saying I'm a glory hunter, but I used to go to Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, when there was fucking stinging nails coming out the shed end, when there was a dog track round it, where we got relegated, I went to see a game, a cold Saturday in London, fucking pissing it down the rain, freezing cold. We got beat 6-2 at home by Wimbledon. So
People call me a
five-
glory hunter, and I was there when they got hockeyed 4-1 by Coventry in League One. So
the thing
you
is,
don't
like I
really
said,
pick your team.
with the boxing, I mean, I'd like to see some of these fighters fight at some of these stadiums. I mean, the UK's got some of the best stadiums in the world, especially the English Premier League. The English Premier League's watched by 1.5 billion people every week, so everyone knows these stadiums. It's nice to see. I mean, boxing just needs to spice things up a little bit. I do quite enjoy a fight at a football stadium. Do you, Mark?
I love it. I love it. And I guarantee
Yeah,
you,
I
like,
do.
if Ricky Hatton was around right now, yeah, in his prime, he'd be selling out that Manchester City stadium.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he would. He would. Easily. That's some stadium, that City Stadium as well. I can see it. I've been there before. It's quite nice. That
Beautiful
Tottenham
stadium.
stadium. I mean, Joshua's apparently fighting in the Spurs stadium next, and that's the best stadium in Europe. That is. Have you seen it?
That's gorgeous. It's
Oh,
gorgeous.
it's
It's stunning.
fucking
I really
stunning.
want to go.
That
I
stadium
really
is
want to go.
absolutely stunning. I'm jealous of that fucking stadium. That makes the Emirates look like Craven Cottage at Fulham. And that's what it makes.
You know, I
It does.
kind of like Craven Cottage though. You know, because like
Yeah, it's got that old school feel about it.
it
I
really
remember when
does. It's like those cottages. You know, when you go off to a summer cottage.
I remember when I played for fucking I remember when I played for Notts Forest when I was youngster, and we went to Craven Cottage, and they've still got seats there from the 1800s, and they're still there now. I think they're not allowed to knock them down. I think it's classed as. I think it's been there that long. I think it's registered after a few years. Don't they register it where you can't knock it down or something?
I'm not too sure, man.
Yeah,
No idea.
a registered building is you can't just knock them down. That's why in England we have it here because we've got a lot of history here. You can't just buy a bit of land and knock um, a bit of English culture down. You can't. The government won't let you do that. You have to get planning permission to do that. And when your house is like registered, you've got no chance. It's like there's everywhere you go in England, there's buildings you can't touch that need doing as well, but you just can't knock them down because you can't knock them down because they're fucking so much history. You know what I mean,
Absolutely.
listed
But, you know,
buildings.
I
That's what
agree.
Tone in the chat got it right. Listed building. Thank you, Tone. I'm tired, man. Hard for me to think that today. Yeah, listed buildings. You won't get them. You won't get planning permission for that. No chance. Guna here says Pink Panther. I can't stand Arsenal. That is one. Everything about Arsenal is cocky, and I don't know why. Because they're specialists in failure. I mean, they're just cocky, arrogant. Go look at their fans. Oh, fuck me. Not a brain cell between them. Chav Central when you go to Emirates. Just not a very good side to watch. Gutless. Just don't like them. Arrogant. Always talking about other clubs. Just don't like Arsenal Football Club at all. I'm a Celtic fan. I gathered that Celtic 67. I think your username sort of give that away.
I'm a Celtic fan as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I thought you might be McGregor. I had a feeling you might have been on the Irish side of it. I did think you was going to say Rangers. Just put that away.
The very first jersey I ever had on me, I was 2 days old, and it was a Celtic jersey. That green and white, man.
Arsenal fan TV is hilarious, says Del Boy. Yeah, but you just see what the Arsenal are all about, how arrogant they are. They turn up, this one's in the bag, and then they're crying like little bitches when they get fucking stuffed.
We're the Arsenal Football Club. We shouldn't be losing like that. Yeah, you should. You're fucking crap. You used
One
to
of
be
my
good.
best mates. Hey, one of my best mates used to. I don't speak to him now. We fell out, but he was my best mate at the time, and he's an Arsenal fan, and everything about him said Arsenal fan. Just the way he's arrogant, just strolled around like like he was the man around town. Talking about Arsenal like they've won something recently. I mean, specialists
But I
for
don't even
failures,
think
and
Arsenal are the
losers.
worst fans. I don't even think Arsenal are the worst fans. I think the
Who
worst
are they?
fans are Liverpool fans. I
Oh no,
really
but
do.
they've got something to be big-headed about, though. Fucking 6
Yeah,
European
right
Champions
now.
Leagues to start, innit? Was
Yeah,
it
but
5?
like,
What is it? I don't know. 6, I think they've won, isn't they?
Stu, how many years was Liverpool's year?
You are?
How many years in a row was Liverpool's year? Every
Loads.
player they sign is the best player in the world. Like, these
Listen,
guys are
mate.
ridiculous.
I tell you what, they are the best team in the world. That's the thing.
Right now they are. Right
Yeah, but
now, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna, you can say you're the best when you're the best. When Arsenal are saying it, what's that song? Arsenal, Arsenal FC are by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Get out of here! You're not even the best team in London. Tottenham have
So what?
Tottenham have taken over them.
So Chelsea. Chelsea are
We
better
took
than
over
us.
them years ago. Fuck me, we just had to turn up and 3 points was put in our pocket. There was a time we beat them at every time. They're sort of evened it up a little bit lately, but because like I said, we lost it. We can't win a fucking game for Toffee right now. Five defeats out of 6.
Jesus.
We're rebuilding though. We're rebuilding. Come
Yeah,
on, you
let me ask
Spurs, says
you.
Pink Panther. Come on, you Gooners, says Pink Panther. Glory Leeds United, says Saint Brit. I mean,
I like that. I like that.
when I
I like
yeah,
this as
he's
a Leeds fan.
Leeds. I tell you what, when I was younger, Leeds were a big club, man. Big
They're a
club.
big club when I was younger, man, as well. When
Yeah.
I was a kid growing up, like I was a City fan through and through, but they were my second team. Like they had
Can you
Ian
remember
Hart,
when?
Mark Viduka,
Can you remember when they
Madden.
got? Can you remember when they fucking? Can you remember when they got to the semis of the Champions League?
Mhm.
They got to the fucking semis of the Champions League. They had Lee Bowyer, Viduka, Harry Kewell, Woodgate, Luke.
Look,
Was it
that
Lucas
fucking
Radebe?
team is sick.
Dubry. That was Ian Hart left back. They had Kelly right back. They had fucking David Batty. Can you remember David Batty?
Harry Kewell, Viduka,
Yeah.
Smith. Look at
Can
this
you
team.
imagine? Can you imagine your second name being Batty, living in the Caribbean? That wouldn't fucking last. You wouldn't last very long there, would you?
Oh, that's mad. That's fucking mad.
I mean, I go back to the days when fucking John Fashanu was cracking people's skulls open with his elbows. Vinnie Jones was breaking legs. Like the pitches like used to take 4 different bounces before it got to the player's foot. Do you know what I mean? The old days. Leeds in '03 had a naughty team, says Big Stiff Idiot. I'm sorry, listen, guys. Some of you guys are probably here for boxing. I know we will get back to boxing, but there's not a lot to talk about. So we're just end of the year little gossip amongst you guys with
We're
the
just
chat. There's no
chatting.
one here. Yeah, it's just a bit of a basic chat. You don't have to listen. Nigel Martin in goal, says GB Boxing. I'm a good goalkeeper.
Very good goalkeeper.
Tony DeRigo, fuck me, he's going back. Tony DeRigo, the left back with the fucking 1970s German porn star haircut, that one.
Let me ask you this, Stu, because in Ireland, Irish people have always rated him really highly, but I don't know what people thought of him in England. What did you think of Shay Given as a goalkeeper?
Shay Given,
Yeah.
solid enough, just not. I think to be the best teams in the country, especially in England, because the way the crosses are coming in, the long ball game at the time, you have to, you have to be a good goalkeeper in the Premiership. If you look at the Premier League, we've got most of the best goalkeepers. We've got some real good goalkeepers, and you have to be a good goalkeeper. Shay Given, I just think he was that good enough for the Newcastles of this world, but I just don't think he was a top goalkeeper for me. And I think that's probably where bit small as well. I like to see my goalies quite big. What do you think? I just got to take
I
this
thought he's one
text.
of the best reflex keepers I've ever seen, But he was a bit small. That's my only issue with him. He was small. But I think you're right. I think you've hit it on the money. I think there was a goalkeeper who was grossly overlooked at that time period as well. Finnish lad, Jussi Jääskeläinen. Bolton goalkeeper.
Hang on, mate. Sorry, I
But
can't do 2 things at once. I'm fucking useless. I got a text her. Let me just tell her I'm going to sleep.
oh god.
Okay, get her out. Right, back to the footy then. I get a
Yeah.
bit of life when I see the boxing just gets so draining talking about fucking boxing because let's be real, it's a fucking 2 bob sport. Never seen the best fight the best. Just seeing. I mean, can you imagine if instead of like say Manchester United playing Chelsea pensioners instead of the real Chelsea side? You know, that's what we're getting in boxing, isn't we? We're getting fucking pensioners dragged up from the fucking graves, fight these young lions. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like you wouldn't. Don't even like. That's what I'm saying. I get angry talking about boxing. I actually cheered up a little bit when the footy talk came on.
I actually reckon half of Man United's team from the past, if they came back now, would be better than the lot they have now. I reckon Giggsy's still better than Rashford.
Giggsy's 10 times better than Radford. Rashford, are you on about?
No, I mean right now. I mean Ryan Giggs comes out of retirement
Oh,
now.
right.
I actually think he'd be better than Marcus Rashford. Pace would be gone, but he's got the IQ, doesn't he?
Yeah. Mark, take the show over again. Take the show over.
Yep. Tell her to go do one, yeah? Right. Let's have a look in this chatsy. This nice little chatsy. Chileno Sanchez, stop living in the past. Ah, mate, you stop living in the past. Let's go up here. Let's see, Mark76, he says, do BDA plan on doing a year-end show, fighter and fight of the year? I believe so, yeah. The BDA boxing community page, if you go to BDA Boxing and go to the community page, you'll see that the BDA 2019 year-end award show is coming. They've definitely done a few things. There's also some votes that you can do. Best BDA panelist, rivalry, BDA caller of the year. Some good stuff there, and I'm sure there will be a fighter of the year, a knockout of the year, and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure there will be. Bucho can say yes or no right now in the chat. Bucho's there. Bucho, is there going to be an end of the year show for BDA? Like fighter of the year and all of that. It was asked in the chat by Mark. Let's see. Ganstad says, nah, not even a Barcelona fan. You're the one who sounds like a fanboy who can't see anything else beyond the Champions League. What's this about? Oh, people talking about Barcelona versus Real Madrid for Spanish team of the decade. That's a tight one. Yes, Bucho says yes. That'll be on YouTube. That's on YouTube, Mark. That's on YouTube. So if you go onto the BDA YouTube page, you'll see the community post scores. Go and vote on those votes. Best BDA panelists. You've got Johnny Boy, Stu, Precise. You got Stu Little, Precise, Recognize Johnny Boy Gonzalo. Caller of the Year, Dre from Philly, Head Honcho, Dr. 805.
I'm quite surprised. I'm quite surprised I'm neck and neck with Precise because Precise has a lot of fanboys in our show. I'm quite surprised I'm up there with him because I upset a lot of people in this chat. So I'm quite surprised.
You're actually ahead of him right now.
I'm ahead of him now, am I? Bloody hell. Yeah. I looked a while back, so yeah. I mean, that's a thank you guys for voting me. Whoever voted for me, thank you very much. Whoever didn't, go fuck yourself. But I'm only kidding, guys. You know,
I know who I voted for.
It's all about opinions. I've got a lot of people that don't like me on this show because they don't like the truth, or because I murk them when they fucking come on here trying to give it the big, and I'll make them look silly and send them with their tails between their legs. So yeah, they don't like me for that, and there's other people that don't like me because I tell them the truth about their heroes, and they don't like that. But
Stu is ahead 34% to 31%. He's making a comeback.
Yes.
Yeah. I've told you, mate. I come strong in the latter rounds. Joe Gallagher game plan. Lose the first 7, come back in the last 5.
Get a controversial majority decision that people will say is a fix. Stu took a dive. But yeah, yo, Bucho, are you there?
Yep. Yeah, I'm here. Hello? All right.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Hello?
you. Yo, hello, my friend. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yo, Bucho. So what's going on with this end of the year show? Because some people were asking about it, so tell them about it.
Well, I think we're gonna have two shows. One show will be Fight of the Year award, BDA awards, all the awards for 2019, and then we're gonna have another show for fighter, well, events of the decade. So we're working on that show. Mr. BDA caught a cold, so that's why we haven't really announced when the shows are gonna be taking place. But yeah, that's it. Two shows: the 2019 show and the decade show. So stay tuned for that.
So there you go, guys. There you go. From Bucho himself. So that should be good. See, Bucha, Stu is surprised that he's winning in that vote. Stu, you need to remember, Brexit always wins. Brexit means Brexit, mate. Piss off a few people.
That's it, man.
Pink
Bit of
man.
patriotism. People like, but like I said, the silent majority. The people don't want to say they like me because it's a bit like Trump, a bit toxic, isn't it? You know, they're getting people come outside the house. They're getting people come outside their houses and trying to lose them their jobs because they're like me, sort of thing. So they keep it quiet. But when there's a little poll there and they can press a button on the sly, they're pressing my name, elected me, ain't they? I've got 2 terms in me. I have. If I win this one, I'll win the next one.
Mm.
I'm building a wall as well on the Canadian American border. No.
Oh my god. Yeah, we got to keep the snow Mexicans there. Now. Oh my god, look at the chat, man. Brexit does mean Brexit. Leave means leave. Stu Brexit, little boys. Oh god. I'm not even a nominee on that, you know. Ah, fair enough. Let's see. Yo, these guys are arguing between like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi and all this crap and everything.
Oh, I
We got
don't
the
get into
football
that
talk.
shit. I don't get into that shit. They're both the greatest players I've ever seen in my life. I don't want to hear Pele's name mentioned. I don't want to hear Maradona's the only one that gets close to him for me. Anyone else, the old Ronaldo, none of them. Fucking Johan
Can I name
Cruyff,
mine? Can I name
Beckenbauer,
my
no,
favorite?
George Best.
No, fuck that. For me, I think the best player I've ever seen, but people give me shit for this. I'm defensive minded, Stu, yeah? Paolo Maldini. I thought he
Best
was
defender.
special.
Hey, Paolo Maldini. I don't know, man, because I was around when Franco Baresi was also, and not just Beckenbauer was, Bobby Moore was. I mean, there was a lot of the Italians. They just knew how to defend. I remember when they had fucking Fabio Cannavaro. Can you remember him? Good
Cannavaro,
defense.
Maldini, and Nesta in
Yeah,
defense. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Costa Curta. Was it Costa Curta? They had Costa Curta. Fucking yeah. Zidane was a very good. Zidane glided. Zidane was easy on the eye, but I think when you look at Maradona won Argentina a World Cup, and they had no business winning that World Cup. All right, he robbed England with the hand of God, but he was tremendous in that tournament. Won it single-handedly. That made the difference. That's why Maradona. I mean, Pele was good, but Pele had all them great players next to him, and plus he was playing in the fucking Brazilian league. I mean, he scored like 1,000 goals, didn't he?
Even without Pele, that Brazil team would have won World Cups.
Yeah.
Just saying. They would have. I mean, there have been some great players that I've watched through the years, like for me, like as a kid. Like I was a big
George
fan of
Best.
Luis Figo.
Listen, George Best could have been. I think if George Best, his problem was he weren't English. I think if if he was in the England team around that time, around the fucking that World Cup winning team, you know, or at the end of that team, he'd have been he could have probably won us another World Cup. He was that good, but the drink took over. And, you know, when you go back and watch George Best's career, just totally wasted it. Another fucking waste of space, waste of talent.
George
that
Best was
guy,
Cruyff before Johan Cruyff.
the guy
That's what
fucking
George
used
Best
to,
was.
the guy was, trust me, he was one of the most famous people in the world, mate. He used to just look at the women he used to get. He used to get fucking Miss Worlds, not just normal girls off the street. He used to pull Miss Worlds and princesses and stuff. So I mean, this guy, Had it all, didn't he? But just like the piss. Typical. Listen, I've got Irish in me. I'm half Irish, so I can say this. Typical fucking Paddy, really. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking
Fair
buy
enough.
all their talent. I'm going pissing it up the pub. Sorry,
Pretty
Mark.
much. No, don't fucking apologise to me. It's fucking true. It's fucking true.
I've seen it. Listen, you got to remember, I've seen it. I've seen from my mum's side. I've seen what my granddad and all my uncles. Some just piss their life up the wall, man. Drinking.
Same. I've seen it. I've seen it next door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Neighbours gaff even. Just everybody's minged up on us.
That's why they always kick it. That's why they always fighting, because they drink so much and then just get all boisterous and fucking end up scrapping amongst each other, family members and shit. Someone says, really, soccer? Yeah, really. You think you can just turn up, Quags, at this time and then just talk about all this boxing stuff? No, I'm only joking. But yeah, we're on a fucking, we're on the footy talk at the moment. There's not a lot to talk about, bro. Come on, man. We've given you about 20 hours this week. There's only so much I can. Yeah?
Bay Area in the chat saying Rafael Marquez was Maldini's level.
What, Marquez at Barcelona? Get out of here. What, the Mexican Marquez? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said that?
He was
Was
good.
that fucking Bay Area?
Bay
said
Area,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, well, what do I expect? I suppose fucking Chicharito's better than Messi as well.
Guaranteed. Man, nah, not even close. Not even
I need to
close.
drink my mouth's like Gandhi's fucking flip flop.
Candy's flip flop, yeah. What is it gonna spread peace through asbestos? Is it? Oh my god.
Bay Area. He's a fucking tool, isn't he? Marquez. Fucking Carlos Puyol is better than Marquez.
Marquez better than Maldini or on Maldini's level. Get out of here.
Albert Ferreira's better than no.
Nah, man. William
Marquez,
Carvalho.
Marquez was more of a central. Marquez was more of a holding midfielder than he was a defender, anyway.
Never mind that, League. Let's be real here for a second, yeah. Carvalho, you know, from Portugal. He's
Oh well, as a Chelsea fan, Carvalho and Terry.
John Terry.
For me,
fucking hell.
That's why that Chelsea team was so good. Look at that back five, checking goal. Ashley Cole left back at the time, best left back in the world for me, along with Carlos. And well, I think Carlos was at the end of his career really at that time, so I'd say he was the best. Then you had, I'm not sure we had right back.
I'll tell you right now.
We had Carvalho and we had Carvalho and
you had
John
Paulo
Terry.
Ferreira. Paulo
Ferreira, of course it was.
Yeah. Your boy knows that team, man. That team was sick.
Hey, mate, when we got Ashley Cole swapped in for William Gallas, I thought it was great business. Bobo Boldy, fucking hell, that's as... Who remembers Taribo West? Can you remember him?
Oh, man. Do you know who would have been great to stick around in that Chelsea team?
Del Horn, I remember him. Chelsea,
Marcel
Desailly.
Desailly.
Marcel Desailly is one of the greatest defenders I've seen, especially the one at AC Milan. That one that was in that great Milan side. Yeah, man. He came to Chelsea, still got good years out of him, still one of our best players for years.
Desailly. Lilian Thuram. He was a great...
Joe Cole, big stiff idiot, right? Joe Cole. When I was younger, because I played at Forest myself, didn't I? Yeah. Joe Cole was about 3 or 4 years younger than me. And Joe Cole was a name that everyone kept hearing about. We kept hearing about this Joe Cole, how good he was. Like Alex Ferguson wanted him at Man United and all that, trying to poach him from West Ham. And everywhere, all over the country, we had this Joe Cole. Have you seen that Joe Cole? Harry Redknapp was always talking about him on TV. He could have been, because he had the talent, but it just one of them fucking cocky little pricks.
And injuries as well plagued them.
Just one of them cocky little pricks that just... When you look at Messi and Ronaldo, I mean, I know Ronaldo's arrogant, but he's got a right to be. But look at Messi, man. How humble that guy is. That guy makes football look ridiculously easy, doesn't he? Let's be real.
Who?
Messi.
Oh, Messi's special. Messi's a special player.
Never seen nothing like... See, Ronaldo... I mean, Ronaldo in any other era would have been the greatest player. You know, but unfortunately for him, he's got Messi there.
That's an iconic rivalry. And we were blessed to get both of them in the same era. Along with players like Xavi and Iniesta and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Xavi and Iniesta was superb. I thought Iniesta was a fucking terrific footballer. I mean, look, say
He should
Brits
have
is
got Ballon
Zola
d'Or.
and
He should have got
Zola and
Ballon d'Or.
Tori Andre Flo up front. Fucking hell, he's going back the days with Hasselbank and all them. Used to love Hasselbank. I used to have his name on the back of my shirt, but it used to always cost me more money because his name was so long.
Yeah, man.
Because it was £1 a letter, weren't it?
Yeah.
What do you think of Ronaldinho? Ronaldinho was, for me, when I saw Ronaldinho at his prime, he was
The most
special
talented player I've
player.
ever seen.
Especially the one that left Paris Saint-Germain to go to Barcelona. The one that Alex Ferguson could have had this guy in the bag. He sold David Beckham, had the money. He was going to replace him with Ronaldinho. Right? Messed around for the sake of £4 million. Didn't want to pay. That's what I mean about Ferguson. I keep hearing about the great Alex Ferguson, the legend that is Alex Ferguson. But let's be real, this fucking guy let some great players slip out of his hands, and Ronaldinho was one of them. And that one that went to Barcelona was playing up front with Messi and Rivaldo, from tremendous player.
Absolutely.
Essien was a beast in midfield. Essien was tremendous. What about that Essien goal against Barcelona? You know the robbery when Barcelona robbed us when we should have had about 4 or 5 penalties. Essien scored
off
a
the right
fucking
foot
worldie in
off
that
the
game.
post. The one
Yeah,
right
off
foot.
the bar.
Yeah, beautiful shot. Stunning shot.
Porky Ronaldo's peak Ronaldo. Porky. Yeah, probably the same one we're talking about. Peak Ronaldo is probably the best striker ever. Which one do you mean, the Porky one or the Portuguese
I think he's talking
one?
about the real Ronaldo.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely got an argument there, definitely.
I'll give you a good argument for a great player in his day, in his prime. Romario.
Oh,
That boy was
Romario used
unreal.
to just glide. Romario was a fucking brilliant footballer. I can remember
Oh,
Romario.
stunning play.
I mean, I can remember Romario PSV Eindhoven.
Whew.
So then he went to Barcelona and smashed it there. Because that PSV Eindhoven used to have some team, you know. They had Ronaldo, fucking Romario up front. And, you know what I mean? Back then, the Dutch were producing players like Rijkaard, Pullet, Van Basten, you know, the De Boers and all them. Fucking De Boers. But they
Who
had
are the
some like
best players in the world now,
Edgar
though?
Davids, Jaap Stam. They had some
Oh,
great players coming through, man.
Patrick Kluivert.
Romario was not better than Messi. Come on, man. Says gangster, man. No way. Who's better, Stu? Man United 98, 99 or last season? Look who they won. Mark, I've got a call. I've got to take it.
Yeah, all right. All right, Stu's taking the call, boys. Of the chat. So St. Bert says who's better, Stu? Man United 98-99, the treble, or last season's Man City? Well, the 2 seasons Man City. Man City won the domestic treble. United won the actual treble. You got to give it to United. They won Europe, didn't they? They won Europe. I mean, the Man City team of last year and the season before, 198 points in 2 seasons is special. Oh, the boys in the chat, Eric Jemba, so good they named him twice, like Sefer Severity, yeah? Like Sefer Severity. St. Brit Bebe was a great signing. Yeah, that Man United team was mad. Who remembers Anderson? The Anderson fella. New Zealand Quags. Just watch the country play. Bebe and Obertan. Oh my god.
Right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Stu, so go back to that question there, yeah? The 98-99 of last season City. Stu, you've muted yourself, mate. Ah, fuck's sake. Right. Let's have a look here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah. Quit muting yourself.
Right. Well, what's the question?
98-99 Man United or last season's Man City.
Man United, did you hear my answer? Man United 99 without a shadow of a doubt. Look at the teams they won in that treble winning season. They beat one of the best Juventus teams I've ever seen in my life. They beat a Barcelona
Munich.
team. They played Bayern Munich in that group. That Bayern Munich team, real hard team.
That was the final
They
as
had all
well,
them
wasn't
big
it? United versus
Germans
Bayern.
on steroids at the time, didn't they? So I can't hear him, and I'm going to this calling. Struggling to hear you. Speak. Someone speak.
Hello.
I'm going to come back on. Hang on.
All right. Can everybody in the chat hear me okay, bud? Or am I pretty quiet? Just let me know. Just let me know, guys. Shevchenko. He was a good player, you know. At AC Milan, he was good. But at Chelsea, he was absolute dire. Of course I remember Hadji. Hadji was a beast.
It's the Chelsea curse, that number 9 shirt. The Chelsea curse, man.
Was Shevchenko the number 9? I thought he was number 7.
No, he wasn't number 9, but it was striker's curse. That's what I meant.
Oh,
Lot of forwards have come to Chelsea, big fucking price tags on them, and flopped. Look at Torres. Look at Kesman. Kesman was atrocious. Who else? Chris Sutton. Back in the day, I'm going back when he was fucking banging him in for Blackburn. Come to Chelsea, couldn't hit a barn door.
oh God. Drogba broke that course though, Stu.
Huh?
Drogba broke that number 9
but
course.
Drogba. Look how long it took us to get Drogba.
Yeah, it took for
George
Drogba a
Ware.
while.
What a player he was, George Ware.
Oh, he was special.
Best African player I've seen.
Yeah, you can make the case. I mean, I'll get crap for this, but I think a prime Yaya Toure is up there as a player.
Nah, nowhere near George Ware. Come on, man.
Not as good as George Weah, but I'm just talking. He was a really good footballer.
Yeah, he was, but Yaya
Man
Toure.
City
Oh,
the
Yaya
league in
Toure. I thought you meant
2014.
Polo Toure. I was like,
No, Yaya won Man City the league in 2014 from midfield.
Yeah, that one. Yaya Toure.
Colo, Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yaya Toure is a very good player, but George Ware, mate, World Player of the Year.
Absolutely.
World Player of the Year says it all. George Ware was smashing it in Serie A when the Italian league was miles above any other league.
No, I agree with you. I think George Weah was way better than Yaya. I'm just saying, I think Yaya's up there as one of the best African players I've ever seen.
He's probably second. He's probably second, mate.
You've got some great players there. Like you've got one guy who was really good to watch when he was at his best was JJ Okocha. He was beautiful to watch.
JJ Okocha is one of the most naturally gifted footballers I've ever seen.
Fantastic player, man.
Naturally gifted, JJ Okocha. What the fuck am I doing? Hang on, Mark. I've lost my charge in it.
Stu's on a madness, boys. Don't worry. Everybody in the chat having a good laugh as well, man. Good to see.
Huh?
Everybody in the chat's having a good they're all talking. Apology.
Yeah, well, this is it.
Sometimes
some of you sad motherfuckers that want to talk about boxing all the time. I bet some of you, even when you're banging your missus, you got them talking about fights and stuff while you're doing it.
Oh yeah, you're just there hitting a doggy. So here, did you see that Regis Progress Josh Taylor fight?
Screaming out that fucking Errol's ducking Terrence while you're banging her from behind.
Just giving her the old clap. You're just like, yo, who did you give Regis Progress Taylor to? It's like Regis. So we had it to Taylor. Slap her in the back.
Errol's ducking Terrence. Get out of here, man. You fucking.
Oh, Selecki versus Jacobs. Oh.
That's a good question. Thierry Henry or Drogba?
Henry.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd rather have Drogba. I see Thierry Henry go missing in big games. Big, important games for Arsenal. That team Arsenal had, they should have had a lot more trophies in the camp, especially European ones. Thierry Henry went missing in a lot of them games.
That's fair enough. I'm just picking Henry, and that's just because I'm biased. I think he's one of the most naturally gifted players I've ever watched in my life. At his peak, he was unplayable, untouchable at his peak. When he was on it, if he was having his best game and Drogba was having his best game, Henry's better. Nobody can touch Henry nearly when he's at his peak best, playing his perfect game.
Flopped
That
at
dude is
Barcelona
gonna
as
kill.
well.
He was shot and past it, and he still did all right. Won a Champions League, didn't he? But I mean, that's more down to the team he was in.
If fucking Jonathan Greening's got a Champions League gold medalist, what does that mean anything, does it?
Champions League gold medalist, popping up at the Olympics as well.
Yeah, I've got confused.
That'll tell you what happens when we talk boxing too much, Stu.
Boxing can be a tight. Like I said, when I was poorly, it's actually like it was like a breath of fresh air, getting away from the boxing community, regathering my thoughts.
Sometimes you need that little bit of time
You
off,
do.
a little bit of time to recoup, get away from it.
You do, mate. You do.
Like I've taken sabbaticals on YouTube a few times, and like you need it. You definitely need it. It's just constantly arguing over everything. Like, no offense to anybody in the chat, but like every boxing fan is the most argumentative prick you're ever gonna come across. That goes for myself as well, and Stu. We're argumentative people as boxing fans. You just are. Because everybody has an opinion.
It's a lot of it's ending my tether stuff. Mark, I'm going to come out of the call and come back on because I can barely hear you, mate. Ever since that fucking call came from.
All right, yeah, no worries.
All right, mate. I can't hear you, mate.
I'm going to rejoin the call as well. Give me 1 sec. All right, people in the chat, can you hear me? Whoa. Hello, Stu. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I think I can now. Hang on, mate. Go ahead, speak.
What's happening, boss?
Yeah, that's better. I can hear you now.
There we go.
That's better.
Hold
That's
on.
much. Yeah.
We're going to hear a little bit of sellotape opening here. I'm opening up the Jacob's Elite Kimberly biscuits. Man, I'm looking forward to this. Look at that. There's a tape around the pin.
While you're doing that, you can keep him occupied while I go and get a drink then, because it's like I'm not dehydrated. It's like I'm trying to fucking make weight here for the show.
Look at you. You're like Eddie Hall, man. Constantly dehydrated. So anybody in the chat who gets that, fair play.
I've got some fucking strong weed here. I got this off someone else. This is off an Asian man. I got some fucking strong stuff and dehydrate me a little bit.
Jesus. All right. Let's go and have a little look.
Since I've been off work, I've been smoking more than didn't hardly smoke any. It's only been since I've been off work. I've been smoking more than I should really. Need to get out. It's quite nice to have a joint. It just dehydrates the fuck out of me. Need a drink.
No, absolutely. So everybody can hear this. We're all good. Let's see. People apology bringing up David Villa. David Villa in his prime was an absolute monster. Absolute monster in his prime. That guy could score goals for days.
David Villa basically won Spain that World Cup, I think, or the European one. One of them tournaments. I can't remember which one, but hands down, it was him.
I think it was Euro 2008. He was special. He's a special player, David Villa. Never got enough credit. So he was part of that Valencia side that had him and David Silva in it, wasn't he? Oh, boys, the smell of these Kimberly Elites. Your boy going to go deep. Hold on. Looking forward to these all Christmas. What's happening?
End the show. Time to say goodnight.
Hold on, wait till Stu comes back.
What's that?
Wait till Stu comes back so we can end the show.
I think he was there. I heard his voice.
Yeah, he's doing something. He said be right back.
Ah, all right. Well, in the meantime, remind people that you can vote if you go to the community section of the channel. So you go to BDA Boxing main page on YouTube. You know, you have videos, playlist. Then you have a section called community. You go that right there and you vote for the best panelist, best BDA rivalry of 2019, of course, and the BDA 2019 Caller of the Year. Right now, Vinnie Mac is taking the lead with 37% of the votes. BDA Best Panelist right now is being contested between Precise and Stu Little. Stu Little is taking the lead now with 35% and Precise 30%. So, guys, make sure you vote.
That was really close earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, Stu was behind by like 2 points or 2 percentage points. So
fair play.
Yeah, now he's ahead. Taco Bernstein says Bucho got to go eat his Canadian delicacy. I already ate. Let's see what else the people are saying. Big Stiff Idiot says a young Joaquin on the wing. They're still talking soccer, football. SSB28
Nothing wrong with a
says,
bit of football chat.
I guess. It was the 2010 World Cup Villa won. Villa. Yeah.
David Villa. Yeah.
David Villa. He was the only striker they had. Well, they had um that guy, what's his name? He was with Atletico, went to Liverpool. Torres. But he was on the bench the
Fernando
whole
Torres.
time. Actually, that Spanish team could have played without a striker. Just have a false nine. They could have made it still. Charlino Sanchez, Bucho killed the fun. Well, yeah, it's time to go home, people. Time to go home. Tim Britt says, Bucho, keep the show going. Nah, can't. Paul Jimenez says, Precise will be back. Hopefully. People are asking if we kicked him out or something. We didn't kick anybody out. Well, we didn't kick Precise out. Especially not Precise. He's maybe taking a little break. I don't know. But we didn't kick him out. Buck says, is he a Drogba Montreal Impact legend? No, he didn't do shit. Came here for a little paycheck, then bounced. I don't like these older players that come. You know who we have here in Montreal? Do you remember Bakary Sagna? Arsenal.
Of course I do. He played for Man City.
Yeah. He played with Arsenal. He's still, I don't know if he's still playing. He played last season. And you guys remember Bojan from Barcelona?
Barcelona. Yeah.
He also plays here in Montreal. And the new manager will be Thierry Henry, who had a horrendous time with Monaco. So, yeah.
Nice.
We'll see what happens. I mean, Monaco is a different thing, right? It's a big team in Ligue 1 and everything. But the MLS, I guess, should be easier. But still, we'll see if Thierry Henry has what it takes to become
Well, he took over a Monaco team that was falling apart because all of the best players got bought, like Bernardo Silva and Mbappe, fucking Mendy. Every player got bought out of Monaco. Like, they had nobody left. So what the hell was he going to do? Of course he was going to fail.
Yeah, at that point, you give him more time. You know? You can't expect magic, especially from a guy who doesn't have a lot of experience as a coach.
He was never about his brain anyway. He was always about his skill.
But that's
What are
the
we
thing.
talking about now, boys?
I was gonna end the show, and then we started talking about Thierry Henry and being the coach of Montreal.
Just before you end the show, Them motherfuckers in the chat. Hit that like button, man. Just seen it. All the haters, they press their button, but none of you guys that come here week in, week out, day in, day out, can't even give us a like button. What's wrong with you guys, man? Giving you hours of my time and Mark. Boxing Day as well.
Good point.
Can't even give us a like. You guys, man.
Embarrassing. You should be embarrassed, people.
Fuck.
Well, now, hit the like button.
Degenerates, a lot of you.
I like how Sue talks to the chat. You know, they always say, like, well, this is in a business, but, you know, when they say the customer is always right, for Stu is, no, I'm always right. You guys are fucking wrong.
Yeah. I'm right. The
Stu's also a
customer's,
customer.
yeah, well, the customer's got to learn, ain't they?
Oh, you broke your DVD and you want a new one? Don't be breaking your
thing is,
DVD again.
When they start paying me, they can start being right.
Exactly. This is charity, man. Charity work.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm doing it for free.
Yeah. So, Stu.
So that means I'm right.
Exactly.
Each like equals a donation to the Save the Titty Foundation.
Exactly. Degenerates. All right, guys, stay tuned for the Fighter of the Year show. Well, it's not Fighter, it's everything that happened throughout the year. A look back at 2019. And also, we're going to be giving out the BDA awards, see who wins. Also, we're going to have a separate show called, this is the one Mr. BDA is really looking forward to. What's it called again? Events of the Decade. Events of the Decade. We had a lot of fights. Mr. BDA told me to do some research.
Is that fight? Do you mean fight of the decade or events? Or what do you mean by events? Like the whole occasion?
Pacquiao getting knocked out, Floyd Mayweather against Pacquiao being
everything. Yeah.
So what you mean is like moments of the decade?
Moments.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's the word you need.
Yeah, moments.
Yeah.
Moments.
Moment of the decade.
Yeah, instead of events.
Yeah,
moments
if you need someone in on that, hit me up. I'm all over that.
We'll invite everybody. We're gonna open the phone lines. Everybody can chime in. Oh,
that's a nice topic. I like that.
Yeah, the Quacks, thank you for your contribution. Says happy holidays, fellas. Happy holidays to you too, the Quacks, one of the most loyal followers of BDA Boxing. Also, I was gonna say I was looking at because Mr. BDA told me like do some research on what you think were the best moments of 2019. Sorry, of the whole decade. And I noticed, holy shit, Pacquiao, Marquez, that was this decade. You know what I mean? Marquez, Pacquiao. Sorry. Yeah, Marquez Pacquiao. Yeah, what I said. Hold on, I'm missing a fight. Mayweather, Pacquiao, and what else was gonna say? Fuck. Anyways, Klitschko losing, AJ coming into the spotlight. So many things happened this decade, man. What else? Anyways, getting a mental fog. So, anyways, guys, stay tuned for that shit. And I want to thank Stu and Mark, an apology for being on the show. Stu for hosting the show. Great job again.
Yeah, sorry it wasn't all about boxing, Butcho, but you know, it just went that way. The chat weren't really fussed about the boxing tonight. No one really is. There's not a lot to talk about. So
yeah, it's okay, man. Listen, there's nothing to talk about, man. What are you gonna?
At least we didn't go to politics tonight, eh?
yeah, fuck. But there's nothing to talk about regarding boxing. What are we talking about? Wilder again? Fuck that shit, man. And Davis and fucking Gamboa. We don't give a shit. Anyways, guys, stay tuned for the next show.
All right, see you in a bit.
All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you next time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in everyone. Totally disappointed in everyone.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it no more.
I'm disappointed in everyone.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be alright, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot, Joe.
You just killed a fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
You're happy because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. You're happy because you got nothing. Lomito! Got nothing.
I want to get out. I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA Boxing.